Hello and welcome to build up to a good game. It's West Ham United against Arsenal today. Kickoff an hour and 5 minutes, which means the lineups are just 5 minutes away. Gonzo, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. The nerves kicking in for you yet?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's sort of a must win, but a draw might suffice. But we got to go for it, mate. We got to go for it, and I'm a bit nervous about which West Ham will turn up. Certainly.
For some reason, I think it is a bit of a must-win. I just think with the international break as well, usually, we got beat against Man United and we thought, right, okay, in a week we get to rectify it. So if we don't win today, we don't have a week to rectify. You've got to sit on that loss for 2 weeks. It's a long time. Moyes, half his squad's away on international duty. So Moyes doesn't have them on the training ground to work on stuff ahead of the Leicester game. And when they do come back, there's the worst thing with this international break, I think, is there's 3 games. Normally they only have 2. They play on Thursday, Sunday. They're back at West Ham on Tuesday, but actually they've got 3 games this time. So they're perhaps away for the same amount of time, but they've got an extra 90 minutes in there potentially. And I just think with Rice and Souček, I think it's a bad scenario for West Ham, actually having our potentially 2 most tired players at the minute going away and potentially playing 270 minutes of football in a week and then coming back. We need to win. We absolutely need to win today.
Yeah, we do. And, there's been occasion when Rice has gone away and he hasn't been at his best when he's come back from international duty as well. So, look, we've got to start quick. I know I keep saying that, and we do try. And as I say, we start with that tactic from the kickoff, which is, we pass it back, and that's if we do get to take the kickoff, of course, and we launch it up to Souček with the idea being that he flicks it on. So we do try and start fast, but that doesn't always work, of course. But it's not just that; it's that intent, it's that drive, it's that pressing. So what you want to do is sort of get into their box 3 or 4 times within the first couple of minutes, just to show that attacking intent. I do think that's vital. I don't want to see it the other way around where we're sitting back straight away.
We always seem to do well against Arsenal. We play well, but lose. It seems to be like not just the last game, the last 2, it's like the last 3 or 4 games now. We've done all right against them. We lose, and we sit here thinking, missed opportunity. And usually there isn't really an opportunity per se at the end of it. It's just a few points on the board that might help us out. But actually today, there is something at the end of it, which is European football. That's got to be the aim still. And I just hope today we actually capitalise on our efforts, our performance, if you like, because the last game, like you said, down to individual error, the game at the London Stadium last season, Creswell was coping with Pepe to some extent. He goes off, Masuaku comes on, and Pepe cuts in and scores. And you think, oh, come on, for a long period of time, players are concentrated, the team's done well, and people let them down. Was it 2 seasons ago, maybe? We played Arsenal. Declan Rice ducked, didn't he?
You did, yeah.
Remember the cross coming, he ducked in, and Joe Hart didn't know what was going on and went in the net. And usually it comes down to just small margins against them. We all seem to be on the losing side. I just hope that today we get a little bit of luck.
Yeah, well, there's an interesting dynamic between the managers, of course, because obviously Arteta played under Moyes, so he's going to know a lot of his techniques. I think our tactics are quite clear and they're quite set out in stone. We're going to play 1 or 2 formations, so I think there's more surprises in both the Arsenal tactics and the Arsenal lineup than West Ham will present. So you spoke about Pepe there playing wide. He might not even play. We don't know. There has been a certain amount of rotation with Arteta, so it's going to be really interesting to see what team he puts out.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think Pepe will start. We'll get the lineup in a few seconds anyway, but I'd be surprised if Pepe starts with this one. And we've got the Arsenal team. The Arsenal team seems to be out early, but I think I've got the West Ham one here. Actually, the official announcements. I'll just wait for the official announcement. Yeah. It's 2:00, rather than going by what I think it is. Just get right. Anyway, you ready for it?
Yeah, if you got it, mate. If you got it.
In goal, we've got Fabianski with a back 4 of Soufal, Dawson, Diop and Creswell. No surprise there. A midfield pairing on Rice and Souček with a striker Mikel Antonio with an attacking trio of Jared Bowen, Jesse Lingard and Said Ben Rama. Just for clarification, Pablo Fornals is injured. He is not on the bench, so it sort of forces Moyes' hand. But Gonzo, for the 4th week in a row, it's a team I wanted to see.
Yeah, that's a good team. That's a good team. There's a nice blend of attacking intent and good defensive players. That's I'm pleased to see Ben Rama included there. Actually, it has to be said, someone else who can dribble the ball and carry the ball forward, and to give Arsenal something to think about. To give them, let them have a little worry about something. And they do have players there that can be got at. They certainly do. I know what you said in the preview about they've got a good defence, but they are prone to individual errors. I do think we've got to press them, but I do think carrying the ball, we're not always the best team at passing the football. We can sometimes play some lovely spells of football, but we don't always pass it the best. And when you don't do that, if you want to create some attacking intent, you're going to either have to go long or you're going to have to dribble it into the opposition's take it up the pitch. And I think with those two guys there, with Lingard and with Ben Rama, we can carry it up the pitch and hopefully get close to them. And of course, it was Aston Villa, as I remember, where you had Antonio, you had Lingard, and you had Ben Rama as a sort of three, if you like, who were dovetailing and complementing each other quite well. So I do like this combination.
I'm delighted with this lineup. This is the one I wanted to see. This is the lineup I wanted to see. I think it's got the right balance to it. I think Bowen on the right, I know he's probably the one that some people will be looking at thinking you're a bit lucky Fornals is injured. He probably is, but I do think it's actually done us a favour because I do fear Kieran Tierney that much. I think this is the perfect starting 11 for West Ham today. I really, really do. My optimism's turned into confidence in the last 2 minutes having read that lineup. I'm looking at the Arsenal team now we'll get onto that actually. Leno is in goal with a back four of Callum Chambers, David Luiz, Mari and Kieran Tierney. Midfield pairing of Xhaka and Thomas Partey. A trio of Aubameyang, Odegaard and Saka, and Lacazette up front. Tasty. It's a tasty team.
It's good. It's a good team. It's a really, really good team, yeah. They're going to pose our defence problems. They really are. There's no doubt about that. But if you look at all of our guys, we've got goals in us as well. All of those guys, I know Bowen might not have been in the best of form recently, but Bowen's got a goal in him. That's quite a frightening team from Arsenal, really. Let's be perfectly honest. I've really liked what I've seen of Odegaard. He's Aubameyang's been in and out, hasn't he? Really, and Lacazette looks like he's coming into form. Finished last game I saw him play. Actually, had a really, really smart finish from him. But they got David Luiz there, and he is there. I do think he is there to be got at, certainly. And Saka's in good form, but just come back. He was doubtful, wasn't he? So I think he's obviously passed his late fitness test.
Yeah, I think it's a really, really good team, to be fair, from Arsenal. It's a strong team for us. Should be a good game. I think their defence is there to be got. Callum Chambers at right back as well.
Yes.
The fact is, I just double checking the bench. They've got Cedric on the bench. Bellerin isn't on the bench, but Bellerin was playing on Thursday. You have to assume that Arteta had two right backs available to him, and he's gone with Callum Chambers. Who can play right back. He doesn't really have a position, in my opinion. Chambers. He's sort of a centre back / right back / defensive midfielder. He can play anything, but he's gone with Callum Chambers. I think that's the best player for Ben Rama to go up against, actually. I do fancy Ben Rama's one-on-one battle over there. This is where we've got Jesse Lingard in the 10 role. I'd be very much saying to Jesse Lingard, drift to the left if you can. Get over beside Ben Rama and double up down that side. Saka, he gets back, but he can be a bit rash defensively, Saka. I find that he can, not that he can't be arse sometimes, but he does come back, but he does give away free kicks and stuff. So actually, I'd like to see Creswell getting forward a little bit today as well and get him, Ben Rama and Lingard over on that bit of the pitch. That trio there should be able to give Arsenal problems down that side. Looking at that Arsenal team, though, Aubameyang's bang out of form. He's not been very good this season. Odegaard's looked good when he's come in, but he's in the space that Rice and Souček occupy. Saka's over there. Creswell's got a tough job. But Saka likes to cut in. We know that. That probably suits Creswell. I think Creswell struggles more against out-and-out wingers that like to go down the side and cross and beat him for pace, like Adama Traore. But I think against players that like to cut in and move, someone's going to say, well, Mo Salah done it. But that was the only time in the game Salah done it. Salah's world-class. Now, while Saka is a top player, he's not world-class. He might be one day. I think he's got the potential. But at the minute, he's not. I think it's a beatable Arsenal team. It's a very beatable Arsenal team, I think. But saying that, Arsenal fans will be looking at our team thinking that's a beatable West Ham side. Do you want to know the West Ham bench just for the sake of it?
Yeah. That's how many goalkeepers we've got.
We've got two. We've got David Martin, Nathan Trott on the bench with Mipo Odebeko, Manuel Lanzini, Fabian Balbuena, Mark Noble, Ben Johnson, Frederick Alves, and Ryan Fredericks. So Ryan Fredericks back from injury. So Yarmolenko and Masuaku playing on the 23s. They're not fit enough yet for the bench, and no Pablo Fornals at all. A big miss, though.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound very attacking, does it? You know, Lanzini is the only one you'd really say is the senior sort of guy in there, a seasoned professional that you'd be happy of putting him into the team and him attacking and playing well against such opposition. Didn't Odebeko play with the under-23s in the week?
He might have done. I couldn't tell you.
I think he might have done in the game that Masuaku played or something like that. Quite possibly. But I mean, these games are not coming thick and fast for us at the moment. And I mean, there's you almost wouldn't blame Moyes for not making substitutions in this one, you know, because he hasn't got a lot on the bench and everyone is sort of, well, with the exception of those that aren't present, everybody's sort of fit and refreshed from the previous game. So, and also, as you say, we ain't got that many international players, have we? Let's be perfectly honest with you. So, you know, a lot of them are having a break. I do feel there's a big battle, important battle to be won in central midfield here, and you know, particularly with Xhaka and Partey, Thomas Partey. Is that Thomas Partey? Is that his name? Thomas Partey. Yeah, I think we've got to impose ourselves. I think we've got to use our physicality as well, and I think we've got to win the ball back early. And I do think pressing them and intercepting is going to be really, really important because they're going to try and pass around our press as well. It's going to be really interesting the first 10 minutes of this game, I think.
The Arsenal bench is Cedric, Pepe, Holding, El Neni, Smith Rowe, Cabellos, Gabriel, Matt Ryan, Martinelli. That is a decent bench, to be fair. They've got a much better bench for us. If anything, I would suggest that sort of puts a bit more emphasis on us starting brightly. Come the hour mark, if it's 0-0, you'd fancy that Arteta will be turning to his bench because he's got quality on there. Whether he needs to go more defensive, more attacking, whatever, he can influence the game in any way he wants. Whereas ours is quite restricted. If we're 1-up or 2-up, we've got the bench to go on and see the game out. But actually, we're 1 or 2 down, then we're in trouble a little bit. Because like you said, we've got Lanzini on there, but that's about it. You know, he's not going to bring on Odebeko. It's extremely unlikely. So we need to start brightly. We need to start well. We probably need to go in with a half-time lead, to be honest with you, if we're going to win this fixture. Anyway, before we get on to how we're feeling about the game, time for the old bet. Gonzo, what are you fancying?
Antonio goal. We fancy Antonio for a goal?
Yeah, I think we'll score. I think we'll score. So I'm happy to put in Antonio. Makes sense. Get Antonio in there. Decent odds, to be fair. 21-10. That's all right. Whack in Antonio goal.
21-10. Almost 2-1, basically.
It's treble your money, basically. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, so right, card. Go on, give us a card, Gio.
I think you've got 3 options. I think you've got Chambers up against Said Benrahma, or you've got one in the midfield 2 up against Jesse Lingard.
Okay, the trouble is Benrahma's going to get substituted. So Chambers ain't going to play all game against Said Benrahma, probably, I would imagine. In fact, I hope he doesn't get substituted.
Let's get Xhaka in there, I think.
He's dodgy. He is dodgy.
I think we'll get Xhaka in there. What else we're fancying? That's 13-1. It's not too bad. 1 or 2 more little things in there, and we can bump the odds up.
What about more than 2 goals in the game?
That takes up to 14-1 because basically Antonio scored a goal, hasn't he? So you've already got one of the goals.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not confident. I was going to say corners. I'm not that confident.
Do you think we'll avoid defeat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we'll put that in. West Ham to draw at least. For 1 goal. Okay.
Maybe we do something that comes in rather than something that earns mega bucks.
Yeah, okay. That's 18-1. So I think that's all right. So that returns 95 quid. We'll round up to £100. How much shall I put in the extra fiver? Right, so basically, this is the bet. If this wins, we'll give someone £100 cash. Gonzo's thinking of a phrase. This is the bet. Mikel Antonio score at any time in the match. Granit Xhaka to get a yellow card in the match. West Ham to not lose, so draw or win. And for there to be at least 2 goals in the game. We're whacking a fiver on that, £95 bet. We'll round up to £100. To enter, all you have to do is in the live chat put the following phrase.
It's Partey time.
It's party time. We want to see the correct spelling as well, just to be awkward. Get it in there. If you don't know how to spell it, just wait till someone else goes, then just copy and paste his one. Anyway, that's the £5 on there. Get that on there. Happy days. Done. So £100 cash. So what are you thinking, Gonzo? You've seen the West Ham team. You've seen the Arsenal team. What are you thinking?
Well, I think they're going to attack us. I think they're going to go at us. They're going to go at us really hard. It's going to be hard for us to do what I said, which is attack them and show attacking intent, because I do think they're going to have a lot of the ball. I do think they're going to attack us from various different angles as well. I want to try and knock their confidence back a little bit early, though. I do think that's important. Also, they have been playing a lot of games. You know, they can't be mega confident. I do think they're improving, and clearly Arsenal are better. What are they now, 10th or something? Clearly Arsenal are better than the 10th best team in the Premier League. They have better players than that, as you just alluded to, the bench, which is very, very talented as well. But there must be a little deficit of confidence there. There must be something that we can knock. And I just wonder if with our added quality of being able to bring the ball forward, of Antonio roughing them up, of, as I say, Benrahma and Lingard being able to travel with the ball, with our set pieces, I do think we can impose something on them. But I think we've got to be physical. I do want to be really physical with them in the centre of the park. And as I said in the last game, I really hope we got our set pieces sorted today.
There's someone in the live chat complaining that everyone's spamming the live chat with "it's party time." I don't think he understands.
It's not a spam. No, we've asked them to do it.
Anyway, that's it. It's party time. Get it in there. Start getting your comments in about the game as well. It can be comments like Hammers 1999. You can start lining up a lot of quality on the bench. If it's 0-0 at 60 minutes, he'd back Arsenal. Similar to what I was suggesting, you were nodding while I was suggesting it as well. It's not a good position. I think this is possibly, in terms of squad talent available to them, in terms of players available to them, and sort of expectations at the start of the season, I think this is possibly the most overachieving side in the league against the most underachieving side in the league, if that makes sense. I think they're about 8th in the league. They might have gone down since Leeds won on Friday. But if they win today, they go 2 points behind Liverpool, same amount of games played. It's mad how close the league is. And I just think that Arsenal got a bit of motivation here. I think they could still possibly qualify for Europa League through the means of domestic football, which would give Arteta sort of a safety net in case they get knocked out of the Europa League, which obviously gets them into the Champions League. And I think they've got wonderful talent available to them, but I don't know. They're almost going back to, they're almost like a hybrid of Arsene's Arsenal and Pep's City. They're a bit tippy-tappy at times, and I don't mind watching that football, but I think at times that is what slows them down a little bit. I do think sometimes it's actually not the best for them. But I watched them against Tottenham. I thought they won 2-1. I thought they deserved to win by more than that. I thought it was a 4-1 Arsenal kind of game. I know we've hit the woodwork the most this season. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal's second. Every time I watch them, they're thundering the bar in the post recently and stuff like that. And they've got good since Christmas. They're good. They're getting rid of that defensive mistakes. But Arteta still doesn't really have sort of what I would call a settled defensive pairing in the middle of the back. I mean, today he's brought in Mari and Callum Chambers. So compared to the win against Spurs, he's changed two of his back forward despite winning it, which would again insinuate he doesn't really know the best defence. And that's got to work in our favour. We need Antonio on top forward today. We need Lingard to sort of justify his England inclusion. I think he's done it to West Ham fans. But I think perhaps non-West Ham fans will be looking, thinking, oh, you're a bit lucky because there's no Grealish, there's no Barnes, there's no Maddison. That's why he got in. And it is why he got in. But I think it'll give him a confidence boost. He's in the England squad. It'll give him hope of getting into the Euro squad, which will be more difficult because those injured players will be back for that. And Southgate's already alluded to it, that Jesse Lingard is lucky to get into the team. He's only there because of injuries. So for him to stay in the England squad for the Euros, he's got to turn up for West Ham for the rest of the season. We need him on occasions like this. But at the same time, he's got to just further justify his £20 million price tag to the owners and to David Moyes, saying, listen, you need to spend $20 million on me because I am worth building your team. And I think he might. Anyway, Gonzo, you ready to take a look at some of the comments?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's Hammer's 1999. He's also said that we need rotation in the front four. Antonio can't press all game by himself, so Lingard and that need to step up and give him a little bit of a breather. I like that. I think they've been doing that recently for Gonzo.
Yeah, and get close to him. People need to get close to Antonio. And I think Jesse Lingard certainly will. And this was a feature of what we saw in the Aston Villa game, which is why I'm pleased to see Benrahma in there as well. No, I totally agree that this back four really have to be pressed, you know, and we have to go together as well. I know what you said about taking it in turns, but, you know, everyone's got to go. Give it 3 or 4 seconds. If you haven't got the ball back, then just retreat and get back in your shape.
George is saying Arsenal are second for hitting the post. I'm not surprised by that. It does feel like that when I watch them. Life says that I'm confident because they've got Chambers playing as dodgy. Saka's not 100% fit, and they're not playing Aubameyang through the middle either. Do you know something? I think Soufal will be pleased today to play Aubameyang. I thought he got torn apart against Man United, but yeah. I think he'll cope against Aubameyang. Might be famous last words, but I've seen him handle Torres at Man City, so I don't. Torres is arguably having a better season than Aubameyang. Ron, it says defensive change made by Arsenal are not looking good for them at all, and I believe this is our best attacking lineup. Come on, you Irons. Jordan says, with Benrahma and Lingard, I think it's party time for us. Geo and Gonzo, you've been renamed.
Quite right, I like it. Better.
Megan says, I think Lingard's on cloud 9 after being picked out for England. She loves Bowen, Lingard and Benrahma together. They've got a chance because one of them, they need to almost keep Fornals out. Fornals arguably is going to come back into the team for the Leicester game. One of those three are going to get out of it. And now we all know it's not going to be Jesse Lingard. So that means Bowen and Benrahma is going to get dropped against Leicester unless they have a really, really good game today.
Yeah, but I do agree with the Lingard thing as well. I do think that is going to, I mean, you alluded to it earlier, I do think that is going to be extra motivation for him to puff his chest out and say, look, you know, I deserve to be in there and I'm going to show you all why. And, you know, Lingard's always been the bridesmaid in many respects, you know, and I think it's, he's going to want to show that he is one of the best players in the league. He really will. I think if he shows that sort of form, the form he started with West Ham between now and the end of the season, and West Ham getting European competition, I think Lingard can actually turn around and say, I'm one of the best attacking midfielders in the league. Look what I've done.
Sam says Arsenal surprisingly have the best London derby form this season, so it's going to be tough. James says, what's the thoughts on Arsenal maybe playing a back three? They've done it before. Could Saka and Tierney be playing as wing backs? I'd be surprised, personally. I'd be surprised. But it could be, but I would be. They've been playing with back four for quite a while now, and I think they've been doing all right with it as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if the inclusion of Chambers there was because Arteta's looked at David Moyes, and Arteta probably didn't think that David Moyes was going to play Benrahma. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a little thing he's got wrong there, and maybe something that he will look to change. Maybe he thought that Moisey was a bit of smoke and mirrors, and that Chambers was coming up against Fornals or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that's happened there.
I'm just clicking on Aaronix's comment because he says Tierney is the one that concerns, and the reason I'm clicking on that is so it's not just me that says it, so it doesn't come across as just a Scottish thing. It's I'm just getting justification.
Well, we discussed him. We discussed him. We both discussed him in the preview, didn't we? He's in excellent form. Kiwi Fruit says that Souček should sometimes get into the box to give more attacking varieties for Arsenal to deal with. Do you know he hasn't scored for a month and a half now? Terrible. It's a long time, isn't it? No. It's a long time for him. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. This guy can score at any time. Jamie said, we need to play our position today and show no respect. We are sixth because we have been playing like a top six team, Arsenal, and in their position because of how they've been playing. We need to show no fear. He's a good man, Jamie. I still worry about Bowen Benrahma's decision-making. Lingard is key. Jordan says, do you think that Fredericks will come on for Bowen at some point? He probably will, actually. We've got lack of attacking options. Fredericks is probably on the bench as almost like a right winger, isn't he? Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, we may need a bit of that raw pace at some point, you know. But they're going to get tired. Our team are going to get tired. There's going to be a lot of pressing. There's going to be a lot of closing down, and and people are going to need refreshing at some point. Is this a real account, or is this? That'll be my old man. Yeah, I'm about to say, but no one's joined him up because you did a video with him. Yeah, so people now know what he's
like named as, so that someone might thought, oh, I'll be a bit sneaky.
Oh, sorry, just before you read out his comment, can I just say that we had problems with the forum, hammerschat.com, this morning with the logins. It's all been fixed now, but it will ask you a little quiz question underneath, which you just got to answer. Well, if you're a West Ham fan, you know the answer. So you put in your normal username, your normal password, then put in the captcha answer, and then you'll be logged back in. Just in case you've noticed this morning the forum wasn't working at hammerschat.com. What's the old man want?
He says, since Arteta took over, Arsenal have had loads of bad cards. Let's hope they happen today. John Moss is referee. It's not ideal. I hate him. I hate John Moss. I can't stand him. Just watching him waddle along the pitch and not keep up with... Oh, he makes one big error a game. I'm convinced he does. I really don't like him. James Gunn, Tierney might do similar to what Shaw did to Sufal and more help from Bowen. The thing is, though, against Man United, we played with a back three. So Sufal was like a wing back, really. I think that's possibly why he got sort of not stitched up. But today, Bowen will be a right winger rather than a second striker. So he will be one-on-one against Tierney, essentially. I think I'm glad to see Bowen start. M Life says that he'd like to see Fredericks come on for after about an hour for Bowen. He loves what Fredericks brings to the team. Eddie says good players step on the pitch thinking I'm as good as you. Lingard steps on thinking I am better than you. I like that comment.
Yeah.
It's like a Man United mentality, that, isn't it? I do feel like Jesse does have a slightly bigger mentality than the rest of the players. When you watch them, they seem to be quite cautious with a pass, and perhaps with Lingard's happy to get the ball with someone right behind him. He says, just give it to me. I'm all right. I'm better than him. I'll do him. Anyway. Canio says, Scottish Hammer here. Need to get a result today. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it. Come on, you irons. James says 3-1 Arsenal. Oh, okay.
You clicked the wrong one there.
That'll teach me for just clicking on comments without reading him. Bobby66, you put £5 into the biscuit tin. I'll get you some hobnobs, Gonzo.
Thank you very much. I've eaten a lot of hobnobs recently, to be fair.
I've actually got something for you. I say something. I've got them. They arrived. Our new
lovely.
Mugs.
They are lovely.
New mugs.
They're lovely. Hobnob size mug. Thank you, Bobby. Beautiful.
Our new Hammers Chat mugs have arrived. I'm excited. They look good, actually. They look good. So I've got St. Gonzo his one. You can have it with a hobnob.
Thank you.
Luke says, if we get a free kick early doors and Thompson in position to do anything but chucking it into the mixer, he will not be happy.
No, I would agree. No fancy stuff. Look, there's always time for a fancy free kick routine or a corner routine at some point during the game, but not the first one against teams like this. The first opportunity you get, they'll be fearing us. Teams will fear us in our set plays, so don't make it easy for them by giving some sort of little, whatever, little triangle routine where you try and pass it into the box and have a decoy runner. No. Hoof it up to the big fella at the back post to head it in.
Can you remember who the most sub player in the league is?
Was it Bowen?
Yeah, isn't Bowen the most sub player in the league? Definitely seen brought off of Fredericks. It's a great shout. Glenn, an Arsenal fan, says that John Moss sent Xhaka off twice in one season. Good news for us then.
He can only send him off once today.
Ian says that Master versus Apprentice, Moisey to teach Arteta.
Hope so.
Hammer 1999 says Suchek not needing to score pleases him, as it shows we can score more goals in different ways, not rely on one man.
We can.
Well, it's fair. We didn't score against Man United, but I get your point. But
Dawson can score. Obviously, Lingard can score. Antonio can score. Bowen himself can get a goal. You do feel that there are goals in the team.
Paul says, bet Arsenal were worried about our lineup today after they probably watched our last lineup. They know we can get forward quickly, and lots of our players can score. I agree with that. Another Paul says that Irons wins, no worries. Arsenal defence is shocking. Let's go at them. High tempo, no respect to them. Don't sit back, boys. Antonio and Lingard will scare their defence. But then saying that, Rob is also saying that Arsenal team is full strength. It's going to be tough. Don't know if they are missing anyone, actually. It's a good point, that. I don't think they are.
No, look, they're a good team, and it will be tough. They're a very, very good team. If we get a win here, it's game on. It really is.
Rob says it's not a must-win, but it's a mustn't lose. Keep it tight as they will try the same game as they played against Arsenal, against Tottenham. Sorry, that was attacking. I think it is a must-win. I do think it's a must-win. Well, if we draw and we play well, I'll probably be okay with it. But I just feel that the pressure's on us a little bit. We've got to stay in the hunt for the top 4. Essentially, we have to stay in the hunt for the top 4. And I think to do that, we've got to pick up points. And with Leicester and Chelsea around the corner, it's not getting any easier. Dave Goodyear, glad we're going with the lineup looking push them to defend rather than us defending until we concede. Scott Venn says that arise, Sir David Moyes, perfect lineup today. Glad Willian is injured. He's been in decent form late. Mickey needs to produce a 7 out of 10 performance. Mark says, come on, you Irons, we must start strong. Give it to them from the first whistle. I fancy an early goal. Come on, you Irons, welcome back, Gonzo.
Cheers, Mark.
Right, I think he's talking about you.
Yes, I am a class mug.
Dean says, if I can survive a suspected heart attack, I can survive a bit of Arsenal pressure.
Dean.
I hope you're all right. Well,
yeah,
clearly you're all right. If you're on, I think he might have tweeted me actually saying that something that will make him feel better, but I wasn't aware that it was in relation to heart attack. Crikey, Dean, hope you're all right. Anyway. Jamie, what's your thoughts on Abba being dropped for being late for training? Would you accept that before a big game for Declan Rice? Aubameyang was dropped for the Tottenham game because he was late for training.
He wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on there.
Yeah, that's right. Because I thought it was a big call from Arteta really to do that, which is right because they've had too much at that club for too long. If you look at how Mesut Ozil was. A bit lazy, wasn't he? Really, Ozil for a lot of the time, and you've got to do this. Would you accept that before a big game if it was Declan Rice? I think we're in a slightly different position.
Declan's also got an impeccable record. If he was late, he would have been late once, and therefore there's probably a reason for it. Now I don't know what Aubameyang's disciplinary at Arsenal is like. I don't know. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I imagine it wasn't a first-time offence because if it is, that's a bit extreme. Whereas with Declan, it's a bit different.
You're right. It does depend what it's for. If you haven't been late before and your car breaks down, well, that's different. Yeah.
Who was it that was late for a meeting not long ago at West Ham? Then James Collins, was it Antonio? And Collins ended up going for him or something. Martin Noble.
You're right. Antonio was late, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, and then Antonio missed the game. I think it could have been Slav that actually left him out of the team because James Collins got the ump because Antonio turned up late for a team meeting, and that's when we're in a relegation battle. So that is behaviour. That's someone just taking the mick a little bit, no pun intended, but a one-off. It's not the same. Anyway, Fo's popped a 5 in biscuits in. Say, Gonzo, nice to see you. Nice.
Thank you, Fo. Thank you. Nice to see. Well, I say nice to see you. I can't see you.
Liam's chucked a couple of Aussie dollars in, saying big game tonight. It's 1:30 in Australia. It's 2-1 win for him. Right, let's get your score predictions.
He'll be on the coffee, won't he?
Yeah, get your score predictions in now. It'll be interesting to see what everybody's thinking. Will, the lineup's on the screen. Look on the screen, please. Will, it's there. Scrolling along the bottom constantly. Yeah. Charlie does that. Charlie's in the background doing all the bits and pieces.
You have to type it individually every time it scrolls through.
Yeah. Inner Circle says that Xhaka needs targeting, often yellow carded for mistime tackles, slow and immobile, get Lingard running at him. I'm glad we have, actually. I'm really glad we have. Anyway, do you want to see some score predictions before we get Charlie involved?
Yeah, bring them on.
Dave, 3-1 West Ham. Another Dave, 2-1 West Ham. Arthur, 3-1. Jamie says 2-2. Billy's 2-1. Alex is 2-1. Ray is 2-1. Hammer 1999 is 2-1, but I didn't click on that one. David answers 1-1. Todd's 3-1. Daniel's 2-0. Scarborough, I've not clicked on that one. 2-1. Tony's 3-0. Wales 2-0. Adams 2-1. Ironix is 2-1. Axel is 3-1. Mark's 2-1. Scott's 4-3.
Wow. What a game that'd be.
Anyway, I'll keep going. Chris, 2-1. Gary, 2-0. Lassie, 1-0. Michael, 2-0. Someone said 2-2, unfortunately. I like that attitude. Unfortunately. Oh, here it is. 2-2, sadly. I like that attitude. Winning mentality, that. Lewis is 3-0. Lingard at the double and Rice with a banger. David's 3-1. Hammer Motors 1-1. Nick's 2-2. Megan's 2-1. And Neil's 2-2. Matthew's 1-1. Bobby 2-1. 3-2. Anyway, there's a little bit of confidence in the live chat. But no one more confident than Sean.
That's big. That's big. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't want to be pessimistic, but I don't think we're scoring 281 goals.
No, and that would be significant odds on that one for a bet. You put 20 pence on that, wouldn't you?
You would probably put on 5 pence, I think.
I probably would, yeah.
Michael's saying 27-0. He's not as confident as Sean, unfortunately.
No.
Negative. Michael,
Pessimist.
Negative. Negativity. That's what we always get when we predict a West Ham defeat. Someone, we always get a reply going, "Oh, why don't you guys just enjoy the season?"
That's right. Yeah, we do enjoy the season.
I did a video about the defeat to the Man United game, and at the start I said, "Right, listen, I've got a disclaimer. We're having a fantastic season. This is not about the season. It's about last night only." And there was a comment, "Why don't you just enjoy the season?" Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, mate. Literally said that at the start.
They probably didn't even watch the video. They probably saw the title and just put a comment.
Yeah, I know. Jesus. Anyway, and the Arsenal channel one says, "Goodness me, actually changed. When we played you earlier this season, none of you predicted the West Ham win. David Boy's magic." Listen, Glenn. When you get new data, it's important to change your mind. I have received a lot of new data, and therefore I've changed my mind. Anyway, what's your score prediction, Gonzo? In the preview, you said West Ham 1, Arsenal 1. Are you sticking with it?
I am sticking with that. Yeah, I see no reason to change that. The team, or more or less the team I wanted to see. Good team from Arsenal. No surprise there, Geo. And but let's hope that they've a little bit of fatigue. He mentioned it as well. Arteta mentioned it in a build-up, alluding to the fact that we have more time to prepare than them. I don't think it's him getting his excuses in early. I think he's telling the truth, but that's got to count for something. A whole week to prepare when they haven't, hopefully will count for something. The only thing I'd say is I don't think we were sure on what team we were going to face until that team sheet was handed in. So I'll still go with 1-1.
If you're watching this video, please drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel while you're here. If you want one of these mugs, a couple of people asked, and yes, I was promoted on purpose because we've sold quite a lot, but not all of them. We've still got some left. So if you want one, email us, hammerschat@gmail.com. They're £10 plus postage. We'll post it anywhere in the world. We usually get the postage wrong when send it worldwide, but it's usually we charge you less than it actually is. So you're usually the winner, but we'll do our best. So get in touch with us, hammerschat@gmail.com if you want one, £10 plus postage, and I will get it sent out to you. No hobnobs, that's for Gonzo only. Gonzo, I'm going to stick with 2-1 West Ham. I think it's because of our lineup. I think I'm buzzing with that lineup, actually. Couldn't call it perfectly. That board against Tierney battle, I'm really looking for. You like your individual battles. I think that's the most important one of the game, Gonzo. I think that's the most important. We stop Tierney, we stop a lot of their attacks. Let him go. He's going to cause us trouble and down that side. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I think Jared's works hard enough, actually. When he's asked to do more attacking stuff, I think he struggles and looks poor. But when we allow him to do the defensive actions, I think he looks like he has a good game because he does the defensive side of it so well. So I think Jared Bowen's going to have a good game today because he's going to be chasing Tierney and therefore busy. Anyway, will me and you disappear and get Charlie on?
Yeah, yes, indeed. And we'll catch up after the game.
Yes, Charlie's coming up with a watch along. Don't go anywhere. He's live right through to the final whistle. Myself and Gonzo will be back at the final whistle on this channel. Drop a like on it. Subscribe to the new channel. Coming up in just a minute is Charlie Walsh.
That's right. Thank you, Geo. Thank you, Gonzo. Welcome to the Ham's Chat Watch Along, everybody. Brought to you in collaboration with Stuart Morris Accountants. Of course, they're based in Ilford. Personal finance and corporate finance. Whatever you need, they got you covered. They got you covered. And so do I until the final whistle. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all hyped for what is quite a large game. If we're being honest, it's quite a big one. For both sides, I think. Both sides, Arsenal aren't going to want to not win this. Let's be real about it. And if we do, one step closer to that European reality. One step closer to that European reality. I'm hyped. I hope you're hyped, Good to see you, Glenn, as per usual. How are you, bro? How are you? No, I just pulled it up, It is what it is. It is what it is. We have to talk about your interesting thoughts your mates have. Let's talk about them, Adam. Let's talk about them. What do you feel? How do we all feel? I want you on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most confident you are. 1 being there's no confidence whatsoever. How confident are you in a West Ham win today? And hey, if you're an Arsenal fan, how confident are you in an Arsenal? There's a couple of Arsenal fans in the chat. So how confident are you in an Arsenal win? Just in case you've just joined us, I'll run through the teams once more. West Ham lineup as such: Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Souček and Rice in middle, Bowen, Lingard and Benrahma behind Mikel Antonio. A very attacking lineup, you have to say. Versus Arsenal's Leno, Chambers, Louise, Mari, Tierney. I really struggle to pronounce those for some reason. Partey and Xhaka, Saka, Odegaard, Aubameyang, Lacazette are the sides today. Let's have a look. Seeing some, let's have a look. So scroll up a little bit because there's a lot of you in chat right now. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Golf Pro, Duvet, Dancer, Chris. Suze, I disagree, but I appreciate it nevertheless. So what we got? We've got 9, 1, 6, 7, 9.653. Love the precision. Love the precision. 7, 8, very confident. 9. That's a lot of. What brand of headset are you wearing and when did you upgrade it? Good to see you, David. The first time in a while. They are Astros. The Astro A40s, the new generation of them. And I got them about 2 months, a month ago, a month and a half ago, something like that. Not so confident. There's a 4 here, 6.5 for us, 9, 8, 6, 3, 1 Arsenal, says Adam. If you see Adam, he is an Arsenal fan. He's one of my friends, one of my boys. He's saying 3-1. Glenn, 9. Sorry, we have to hurt you today because I really love this channel. Well, we love you too, Glenn. Appreciate it. Of course, I did a preview of Glenn, as did, I believe, Afas 32. If you miss him, go and have a gander. 6.96, 6.7, 7. If we play European football, Arsenal, the standard team, we need to be confident of being. That's a great point, Bonnie Hummer. That is an excellent point, to be fair. That is a very good point. Arsenal fan circle also here. Good to see you, Ray. 1-1 draw. Fair. We don't usually win 2 on the bounce. 3-1. Do you know what? There's a lot of confidence. There's a lot of confidence going on. Is this because of the attacking lineup? Is this just the opposition? I mean, when we faced Arsenal the first time, we probably should have won. You know, you probably would say we had to win. And we come into this with an attacking lineup, and Arsenal are, you know, maybe one eye on your. I'm just saying. There's a lot of confidence in the chat. Anyone play World of Tanks? Asks Chris. Anyone playing World of Tanks? Let him know. Not me. I can't get any free-to-play games. I tend to stay away of. But then again, I have spent all morning playing a PS2 emulator, so I probably shouldn't chat. I've got nothing. I've got no leg to stand on. Okay, no, yeah, I caught up with Tom as well. Very confident he is too. Would not doubt it from Afas 32. Would not doubt it. Either a 3-1 win or 4-2. 2-2, I feel. 3-2 if my heart can take the drama. Dean, I hope you're well, Dean. I wasn't expecting to see you. I hope you're good, man. Hope you're recovering. Best wishes and all that. I heard through the grapevine what happened. Can't remember why. I think Rebecca told me, but I hope you're well. Hope you're all right, man. Good to see you. What game in the PS2? I don't want to admit that. Okay, I've been playing 2 games. I've been playing FIFA Street, the first one, because I just had a feeling about playing it. I was thinking about Ronaldinho, you know what it's like. And then Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004. Look, I make the choices I make are the choices I make. Do you know what I mean? The choices I make are the choices I make. But yeah, it was Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004. Doing bits on the links. Got hole in one earlier this morning. Very happy with myself about that. Got it on St. Andrews. No biggie. Don't worry about it. Favorite PS2 game? That's an excellent question, Dan. Probably my childhood self is probably saying Sly Raccoon 2 or Ratchet and Clank. I have to stick with that for now, but I need to think about it. There's some there's some notable bangers I've yet to play. For example, MGS3 I'm yet to play, for example. There's a couple, aren't there? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, I have no shame. Excellent choice. Great game on PS2, actually. The bit at the beginning where you grab the gnomes and you throw them at Ron's house. I played that for hours on end. Like literally non-stop. I really hope Benny scores today, says Harry Pocket. Same. I am like desperate for it. I can't lie. I mean, you're looking at our lineup and you're saying Bowen, Lingard, Benrahma behind Antonio. That's an attacking lineup and it's giving us good chances. Benrahma going up against Callum Chambers. I'm sort of confident there. I can't lie to you. I think that's a really good opportunity for him to get in and around the thing. Partey, decent, very good player. I really like Partey. But He's going to have to do a lot of work in there. And I'm hoping with Lingard and Bowen also around with Antonio, that gives Benrahma a little bit of space. And he can swaz him from distance. He can swaz him. And if he hits one into top bins, it would not surprise me. A great goal. San Andreas, I mean, classic. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is the answer. Of course it is. I'm so stupid. Resident Evil 4 is literally like in my top 5 games of all time. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Of course it's MGS4. Not MGS4, sorry, Resident Evil 4. I was reading MGS Snake here and I started thinking about the theme song. That flipping James Bond-esque theme. Snakey, that banger. Def Jam 5 New York. Amazing. Yes, Glenn. It may be the best wrestling game of all time. Def Jam 5 New York. Absolute classic. I was downloading it this morning because I want to play it again. Some absolute... What about a bit of Abe's Odyssey? Sam, yes. Love that. All the Abe games are bangers. You know? I'm excited for the new one. Soulstorm supposed to come out this year. Need for Speed Underground 2. A classic. Charlie's a cheeseburger, says Globo. I'd have one. I would have one. I've only had some toast today, you know. So I would eat it. I would take it. Pez, come on. Pez always classics. I tried to play. I tell you what, I tried to download FIFA 2003 and 4 because those were the first ones I played on PS2. And I was a FIFA kid until like Pez 16 was when I admitted defeat. But going back and playing the old FIFAs and the old Pez's, there's just no competition. Pez destroys it, doesn't it? I mean, it really does. It really does. Snaking up. Oh, so good. So good. I'm enjoying my Football Manager 21, says Mr. Pardew. Good to see you, Mr. Pardew. My mentor, of course. I did see that got put on Xbox Game Pass, so I'm looking forward to getting involved with that at some point, because I do have Game Pass. I just haven't got round to playing it yet. I did download it, though. I've been playing a lot of Descenders on Game Pass. Descenders is very good. San Andreas with the hot coffee mod. Bad, David Moyes. Bad. Concentrate on the match. Don't be doing bad, David Moyes. Okay, I know what that is, and you're wrongin'. Pez 6, excellent. Silent Hill series was fantastic. I've never played a Silent Hill game, mainly because I'm a chicken. Mainly because I'm just a scaredy cat. I've never even touched it. I want to, though. I've got on Silent Hill 2 on the list to download onto the emulator. And I do have copies of like Silent 1 and Hill 1 and 2 at home, but I've just not got around to them. Favorite Irons left back, Charlie? This is a good question, Paul Hayward. Mine's Ray Stewart, shows my age. Fair enough. Look, I mean, it has to sort of be, if we're saying one within my time period, I mean, Cresswell's got to be up there. Do you know what? I loved George McCartney back in the day. I think George McCartney was really underrated. And he meant right back. If we're talking right back, Razvan Rat's the obvious answer for me. Sorry, it's Razvan Rat. Right back. Guy Demel. Why not? What a boy. Dicks all the way, says Pocky Punk. Good to see you, Sat. How are you? How's things? Did you have an earthquake earlier? I was looking at wrestling Twitter and something about New Japan popped up and there was an earthquake. I don't know if that was just someone talking about it or whether there was an actual earthquake in Japan. But good to see you, Sat. Hope you're well. What did I start? Let's talk for it. Right, fair, Chris. We'll move on. We'll back to football. Let's get back into football mode. I'm confident, says John Kernow. Good to see John. More confident after seeing the lineup. Frank Lampard Senior. I'm old. Lucas Neal's a great shout. I wish he was here longer. Before Kevin, like in my head, the best captains at West Ham during my lifetime: Neil, Nolan. Neil was, mate. I just Googled the hot coffee mod. Do not Google the hot coffee mod. If you don't know what it is, do not Google it. It got taken out of the game. Don't look at it. Charlie, when you play, all right, the last gaming question for like 20 minutes. Charlie, when you play FIFA/PES, what type of player are you? Offensive, possession, counter-attacking? Very counter-attacking. I would say if I'm playing FIFA, it's pure counter-attack anyway. PES, it's very gegenpress. Very gegenpressy. I'm going at you hard, and then once you get sort of in my final third, I'm pulling back and I'm defending hard. But before that, I'm throwing everything at you, all at you, non-stop, passing as direct as it comes. Ideally, 1 or 2 passes to get to the area. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Good to see you, Clips. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Jack of Red Car says Dean Moss. Do you know what? Again, it wouldn't surprise me. We're looking at those lineups. In fact, let's get fancy with this, shall we? We're looking at those lineups, right? And you're saying, let's do this and then zoom in a bit. I mean, Benrahma, Lingard, and Bowen running at these two specifically is going to be a problem. You've got Lingard and Benrahma coming inside towards Partey, right? And Bowen cutting in. Now, Xhaka is definitely the weak point. Out of these two, you're looking at Xhaka and you're thinking, that's a guy we can take advantage of. A red card for a red card. The police are here. The red card. They're not angry about that gegenpress tactics. A red card for Xhaka is not unlikely whatsoever. I think it's a legit possibility. And again, Chambers at right back it's not good for them. It's not good for them. Benrahma, Cresswell getting down there. It's a bit of confidence in there. Bit of confidence in there for me. Hello, Charlie. I love you on a nice quiz night the other night. Thank you very much. Going out with Specky soon for a drink. Get you involved. What? Thank you very much. Good to see you, Tone. Hope you're well. Quiz night. Did it go? Listen, how quiz night went for me is beside the point. My Hammers 11, if you want to know my knowledge base. Or just don't look. Don't look. Barnet minicam. But they're here. What sounded like is they started here. They didn't come here, so they must have been parked outside. Who knows? Not me. Not interesting. 15 minutes. Anyone know a free streaming site that's reliable? Hello, F Todd. What I would say to you is in the Discord link below, if you click on it, there's a bit called Stream Links in there. And there's options for you to watch the game on there. If you can't watch it, because obviously it's on Sky Sports, we say to you, watch it on Sky Sports. However, link in the description below. Have a gander. Discord, click on it. See what I mean? This channel is exceptional. Listen, I can ask Saka to be nice today if only Suchek joins us. I've sent the police to pick him up, Charlie. That's what the sirens are for. Fair. Look, what I would say about Saka is this. I'm a little bit scared. If he's starting on the right, like I think, and again, like who scored a suggesting, he's starting on the right here, and that's sort of what I expect. He's going to get space and time because Benrahma's not the best defensively, right? Benrahma will try and fall back into these areas to try and defend. However, he will find the space when Benrahma is forward. If Lingard and him are switching around, you'll see some space again. He'll get time. He will get time. However, I'm not terrified. I'm terrified of Arsenal as a unit. All of your players in that area, Odegaard, Aubameyang, Lacazette, all moving around that area. That's a very scary prospect. Saka by himself, not terrifying. As a unit, very scary. Very, very scary. Very, very scary. I think if it was him by himself, I'd be confident, but it's not. It's not at all. Surprised Pepe didn't start. He messed up Cresswell several times. Yeah, so am I. I said it to you. Like, Pepe, Cresswell was having nightmares about it. There's no man happier on that pitch right now than Aaron Cresswell. Not having to start against Pepe. Pepe usually would be scared af. Because like Pepe would be running at Cresswell. Cresswell would be not short. He'd be scared, confused, baffled. And so to see anyone else there, and I think maybe that's partly why I'm looking at Saka and going, it's not Pepe against Cresswell, which is Pepe inconsistent. Pepe against Cresswell, prime Messi. It's insane. It's just never ever happened. Moyes' record against the bigger clubs is shocking. It is, Elbow. I agree, and I think it's because of his tactics. He comes up against them. He goes defensive. That's okay. Sometimes you do need to go defensive, right? Sometimes you do need to be a bit. Sometimes you need to be a bit. Look, he gets scared against them, and that's okay, and it works a lot of the time. Like, let's be real, the results are shocking when you look at them in totality. The results are shocking, but if you look at the beginning half of this season, when we had that run of bang, 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 bang against all big oppositions, and we played the defensive football that David Moyes is known for, it worked out well for us in the long term. Now, the individual results out of context look bad. I think in context is quite good. We went up against Arsenal at the beginning of the season. We took it to them. We probably should have beat them. In that sense, I'm kind of confident. With 10 minutes to go, I'm kind of confident. Saka is better than Pepe. It's worse for Cresswell, not going to lie. I disagree, but that's only because I know exactly what Pepe is like against Cresswell. Cresswell doesn't deal well with Pepe. We've yet to see what Cresswell deals with Saka. I think anyone there, for being real, is confident. I mean, when you're playing the 4, right? When we're playing 4, instead of the 5, Cresswell is definitely the weak link. That side, Cresswell and Diop is the weak link. You want to get in these spaces, right? Rice and Souček are probably going to find themselves too far forward, although having said that, the 3 in front of him does prevent them from going a bit forward. However, if there is space, you want to get into that space. Saka wants to get in there. Odegaard wants to get in there. It is scary. However, the only reason I say I'm more scared for Pepe than I would be Saka is I just know Pepe kills Cresswell. I know, stone dead, he dies. And so the idea of that happening is more scary to me than Saka, and that's not a diss on Saka, not at all, because I like Saka. But I'm just saying that I would prefer Saka playing over Pepe in general. In this game specifically, I'd prefer Pepe over Saka because we know he makes Cresswell cry. Alan asks, what do you think of Moyes' comments about the Man United game, Charlie? We lost and he said he wouldn't have changed anything. Now he's made changes. I say this with the greatest of respect. Also, just to answer this question, when is kickoff? Kickoff is in 9 minutes, Football Addicts. Kickoff is in 9 minutes. And I mean this with the greatest of respect to David Moyes, but my man is a bullcrap merchant. He definitely is. He chats all manner of nonsense all the time, right? He says what he needs to say. He rocks up and goes, I like the Red Bull model, and then buys people exclusively on the age of 28. Do you know what I mean? He chats nonsense. Again, I think he is scared of stuff. He's scared of the big teams, right? And that results in the lineups you see against the big teams and results you see against the big teams. Now, what I like about this is this isn't necessarily a lineup I would have expected against a big team. And Arsenal, for all our bluster, we can talk about their position in the league. They're not a big team this season, blah, 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 blah. Look at the lineup. They are a major team. We can't sit there and act like they're not. They're in European competition. We can't sit there and go, Arsenal aren't a big team. They are. This isn't a lineup I would suspect for him to go with against the big one. And so I'm confident. I'm confident and I'm happy he's gone for it, but he is a bullcrap merchant. He definitely 100% is. And I do mean that with the greatest of respects to David Moyes. That's not a diss on him or a judgment on his character. He just sort of says what he has to say. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean it offensively. But he does say words. I used to be scared of Di Canio, Hale, Tevez, and more, and now I'm scared. Now I'm freaking Lingard. He's haunted us for years. I would be worried about Jesse Lingard. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be a little bit worried. It's not the strongest side we could put out. It's not the strongest side we have. Obviously, you're missing Ogbonna, arguably a back three with Masuaku or something like that. But that front line of Ben Rama, Lingard, Bowen, and Antonio. Now, Bowen and Antonio, neither are in form. But if they can live up to anything even close to form for this game, really steps at Arsenal defence, I would be a bit concerned. Thankfully, I think probably Arteta's probably learned a little bit from the first time when he very clearly should have made changes at halftime and he didn't. Listen, Paul, it happens is what I would say. It happens. Now, does it happen too consistently to me? Yes, but it happens. I can beat him, is all I'll say. I have beat him, but I did get demolished. And to be fair, we both lost to AFAs, which is the more important thing and the thing that I think everyone expected. Throw me a bone. Look, David, Mr. Moyes, it's not. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not saying it in a bad way, you know. You say what you need to. Once again, if you're looking for a stream in the Discord link below, click on that Discord, join our Discord. It's completely and utterly free. There's great West Ham conversations going on there all the time. Great off-topic conversations. If you like this, get involved. However, what I would say is this. There's a bit called Stream Links in there. Click on that, get involved. Beautiful ways to watch the game. Ones that I have got involved with at times. Not today, of course. It's on Sky Sports. If you're wondering where it's on in the UK, which means I can watch it on my phone using the Now TV app, which means I'll be delayed from you as per usual. What a time to be alive! What a time to be alive. Oh, flipping heck. My thing's tied up. I'm not trying to offend. Look, Harry. I'm not trying to offend him, mate. I'm not trying to offend him. I'm just saying, you know. I'm equally one. You know what I mean? I chat about eating well all the time, and then today all I've eaten is chocolate, so it happens. It happens. Right, double headphones. I know, flipping heck. It's a pain. It's a pain. I don't actually have to wear these ones for the stream anymore. I used to, obviously, because I would do it with Tom, and so I'd have to hear Tom talking. But now Tom's not here. I don't actually have to wear them. I just do it because it's quite comfy, and also, not going to lie, a lot of the time I am listening to music in the background. So if you ever want to know what I'm listening to, just ask. Right now, playing is it's Crescent Dolls by Daft Punk. There you go. Chris Carson, 3-1 irons Lingard Antonio Benny to score his first. Love that. There's a game changer, Sam. It was chocolate spread on toast. It was chocolate spread on toast. I was more laying it on. It was Cadbury's chocolate spread on toast. I had 3 pieces. I do have an Easter egg in the kitchen. I just haven't. It's half for me, half for my girlfriend. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten my half yet. So it's chocolate spread on toast. So it's, right, where was it? I just was about to click on it. I've seen no subbing, no score predictions. This is a shambles. And this is exactly what I was about to get into, Alan, right? Because we're 4 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha State 2 is here, by the way. Last time I watched West Ham Arsenal at home, myself, Charlie, were beefing Arsenal fans. Listen. Will it happen again? It might do. Let's talk. They're not trying to beef you. You're a troll. Right, here we go. Sub bingo, ladies and gentlemen. The game where we decide when David Moyes is going to make a sub, what minute, and who will it be. Hear me out. I'll put the West Ham bench up just so you're aware. For options, I'm saying 69 minutes, and I'm saying Lanzini for Bowen. Lanzini for Bowen, 69 minutes. I think that's a smart one. I think that's a necessary one. You could actually know, game changer, switching it up. You ready for this? Fredericks for Bowen. Fredericks for Bowen, 69 minutes. That's my sub bingo. What are yours? 72, 63, 3-2 West Ham. Good to see Pocky once again. I missed doing sub bingo. I've almost missed doing sub bingo. See you at halftime, Adam. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, Schizo. How are you, my friend? How are you? Bowen 55, Fredericks of Bowen 65, 68, Benny. That's fair. Great lineup, says Andrew. I agree. I strongly agree. John Kerner says 68 minutes. Safa says Alexander Lagazette. Fair enough. Stowe's waiting for Miss West Ham Philly, Katie. Wish her well when she gets there. Good to see you, Wally. Hope you're well. 56 minutes Lanzini for Benny, says Mr. Pardew. Of course, a scholar of the game. 71st minutes of Scarborough Hammer. 89 minutes, says Lingard, when he is on the floor dead, says Football Addict. Bowen for Lanzini, 73, 75th, 77, 71st, 58. Live game on this channel. Goodbye, my friend. See you later. No one click on it because you know why? They are mug. 10 minutes, Fredericks for Caval. Bold. Wheat ham. This is Kim. Yeah, you tried. 2-1 West Ham wins, says the game with Milkman. Fair enough. 70 minutes, Noble on for Benny. 3-0 up. Win 3-2. Forever the optimist. 68, 59 minutes for Bowen for Noble. Thank you very much for not taking my time for once, for Sheezy. Although, if anyone can, you can. Ben Rama hops onto the pitch. 72nd minute, Fredericks for Ben Rama. Odebeka on for Antonio. That's bold. 68. Ben Rama to protect our 3-goal lead. The confidence. 72. Lanzini for Bowen. These are all solid guesses. And then last one, score predictions. We're 1 minute away from kickoff, just under. What is your score predictions? And as you do that, I'll give you the lineups once more. West Ham lineup: Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Rice, Souček in midfield, Bowen, Lingard, and Benrahma ahead of them, with Antonio leading the charge. Hosting Arsenal's Leno, Chambers, Louise, Mari, Tierney, Partey and Xhaka in the middle, Saka, Odegaard, Aubameyang, Lacazette. I don't know what the exact configuration of that will be. I suspect potentially Aubameyang on the left. But there you go. There's now dogs outside as well as the police. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. 5-0 West Ham. You heard it here first. Bold. 4-1. Bold. 3-1. 1-1. Probably more realistic. 1-0 Arsenal, says Foshizi. Coming through strong. Lanzini ready to come on at 61st minute. Comes on 74th. Probably very accurate for Alan. Probably very accurate. 3-2 Burnley. Sean Dice with a brace. You'd love to see it. You really would. The Goners, says Elbow. I almost read that correctly there. 1-0 on my behalf. 3-1 West Ham. 77 surprise sub. Carlson for Antonio. I would lose my mind. I get so hyped. What a team. 3-1 Lingard brace. Dawson header. Ooh, spicy. I like that. 3-0, says the Invisible Korg. I'm not big into books. Shout out Deus Ex. Cresswell's the most immaculate Barnet. Not gonna lie, yeah, man's Barnet is untouched. Kickoff. So I will let you know. I will let you know when it kick off on my stream. It'll be behind you because I'm watching on the Now TV app on Sky Sports. The Sky Sports Now TV app. Little flash there, just so copyright can't get me. Do I live in Beirut? Says Luke Legend. Downtown, mate. Downtown, next to the Nando's. It's wild. It's wild. Once more, thank you very much for joining us. It's the Hammers Chat Watch Along. West Ham United host Arsenal. I will be live through all the way until full time, where I'll then hand over to Geo Gonzo to do their review all the way through half time. The whole thing, I'll be here. Subscribe if you're around here. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Appreciate you coming. Kickoff has now happened. There we go. West Ham kickoff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. No, the dog. I think my neighbor's got a dog. So my neighbor's probably taking the dog out for a walk. Or one of the neighbors. Don't know which one. I say my neighbor like I know which one it is. Someone. Someone. See you at halftime, says Miggy. See you at halftime, sir. If you're busting out for halftime, good to see you all for now, and see you at full time. Hello, says Abu. Good to see you, my mate. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Come over to the YouTube, get involved, subscribe, like, you know what I mean? Good to see you. Hello to everyone on Facebook. Anyone watching on Periscope/Twitter, good to see you as well. Hope you're all well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit a bit. Well, I'm going to hit one of them. Doesn't mean anything to you, but for me, it's just going to change the game up a little bit, you know? Where am I looking for? I'm just looking to press buttons in the background. Ignore me. Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. Who knows? That'll just have to exist. It'll just have to exist. High pressing, good. And it's live kind of. Yeah, I'm a bit slow on that one. But it is a corner. It is a corner. You love to see it. We are, of course, a massive boys from corners and whatnot. Although I did hear on the build-up show the stat about Souček's not scored in about a month or something, which is insane. I'm missing kickoff. Windows has decided to do an update and now it's installing. I know that feeling. Cresswell into the centre, headed away easily from Arsenal there. Back out to Cresswell. This is another good opportunity. Can he do anything? Touch was not there. And a poor pass. Still passing it around, looking for anything here. And then Cresswell hits a pile driver as high and wide over the bar as humanly possible. I know that feeling very well, Dean. It happened to me once when we were doing a stream. I had to do it like a second before the stream started. And I was like, you know. I do not read Cyrillic. However, welcome, subscribe if you're new around here. Click the video, click like if you're enjoying it. Good morning, everybody. Let's eat. Let's feed, Boot Hammer. Good to see you. Hope you're well. I'm interested. So interesting fights to see here today. I mean, Kuthal up against Aubameyang and Tierney is going to be an interesting one. Bowen's going to have his work out. I suspect he'll be playing on the right the whole game until / if he gets subbed off specifically because he'll have the work rate, because this is dangerous. Saka Chambers, a lot less scary. I mean, Chambers at right back is what it is. Saka, obviously a good player. If I'm Odegaard, I'm just floating between them, not really to get into that space. So Rice and Souček, how far forward they get will be interesting to me with this 3 just ahead of them. I don't know. I think it's a relatively balanced game at this point. I've just realized I didn't even say a score prediction. I'm going to bust it out there. 2-1 West Ham is what I'm going to say. I'm just going to put it out there into the ether. Just throw it in. Just throw it. Just 3-point it into that, just have a little gander. Just throwing it in there, seeing what happens. Speaking of PS2 games, NBA Street Volume 2 style, do you know what I mean? Little dribble skill, 3-pointer. Just lob it in there. 2-1 West Ham is what I'm saying. I do think it's going to be tight. Jeffrey Stelly, good to see you, my friend. How are things in the US of mother freaking A today? Hope you're well. Come on, Lingardinho. Listen, that's the hype thing for me. Getting to see Lingard back in this team, doing damage early on. Are they playing rugby today? Kufas just scored a great conversion. Big hoofs up the field. Big hoofs up the field. Also, to answer your question, Jeffrey, not much. Early corner for us came to nothing. Oh, Sufal, nice ball to Bowen. Solid pass down that right-hand side. Well, how do we feel about Arsenal's blue and pink kit? I'm going to say I like it. I do like it, but I want to know what the general consensus is. What's the general consensus? Mine is good kit for your boy. I like it. I'm for it. I'm for it as a kit. I want to know your opinions. Come on, C-Dog. We're back at it again. It's good to see you. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Hope you're good. Back at it again, but watch alongs, just out here doing bits, hoping for a big result. Wiley BBCC. Why do you sound so posh? Something to do with my upbringing, I guess, Riley. I don't know. I don't think I do, but I don't have an I don't have an East London or Essex accent because I wasn't born or raised there. Slightly scary back pass there from Issa Diop, but it's fine. It's worked out for us. But for a split second there, I was very concerned we were going to see who was it who did that throw-in own goal for once? Was it Olaf Melberg? Villa versus Birmingham? Is that what I'm thinking of? Can't remember. I was a bit scared of that happening, is what I'm saying. What was that over? What was the England back pass one? The one where it bobbled over Robinson. Who did that? The point is, I was scared. Will you play? If I missed some bingo, I'm going for Nobes to come on the 70th minute. Yeah, we did it earlier, but 79 for Nobes, that's a fair shout. Mark Noble is not, wouldn't surprise me, is what I'll say. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I said 69. Fredericks for Bowen. Good to see Fredericks back on the bench as well. Thought Fredericks has been having a good season overall, just plagued by injuries. But it's good to see him back on the bench. I think he could potentially make an impact in this game if he comes on. I feel the same way about that kit. I feel the way about Man City's third kit, dark blue and pink in it. Now it's special. See, I like it. But that's a fair point. I don't actually know. I'm sure I do know City's kit. If I see City's kit, I'll be like, okay, I know the kit. In fact, I'm going to Google the kit in a second. I'm for the kit, and it's raspy, and I'm for raspy voice Charles. Thank you, Jeffrey. I like the kit. I do. The voice, I just didn't sleep a lot. That's the answer to that question. I just didn't sleep a lot. Man City third kit. How's that look? Go to shop.mancity.com. So we got their away one, which is like sort of black and it's got sort of a rose gold vibe, isn't it? Is that the one you're talking about? A sort of black and rose goldy number. It's what am I doing? I'm doing this. Is this the one you're talking about? The sort of black and rose goldy number. It's not bad. I think I prefer the Arsenal kit. I can't lie, but it's not bad. Another good attacking opportunity here from West Ham United. Ben Rama down the left-hand side. I'm liking this. It's a good start, positive start. Cresswell, that's a better ball in header. Ooh, close from West Ham. Close. Ball flashed across the box by Cresswell. It was a good ball in, actually. Puts into a fantastic space. And Souček just a little bit stretched to try and get the head on it. He does and can't quite direct it. Again, it's a bit too far ahead of him to truly direct it towards the goal. But West Ham retain possession of the ball and we can go again. But it's a good opportunity from West Ham. We're starting brightly here. We're starting brightly. Lingard looking for the 1-2 with Ben Rama a little bit too far ahead of him. Antonio out wide for whatever reason. Souček's in the middle again. Header. Header just wide once more. I tell you what, a bright start. Yeah, you go. Good 5 minutes. Good opening 5 minutes. I'm liking this. I'm like this. Playing well so far. Carved Arsenal open then. Playing well at the moment. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Good opening from West Ham. Also, very coming strongly down that left-hand side so far. Lots of concentration down the left. I don't know whether that's a tactic because we think Chambers was going to play. I doubt it. But you're showing it there. Cresswell, I mean, obviously has an insane amount of assists. Cresswell has an insane amount of assists this season, especially for us, a defender who's been playing centre-back for most of the season. Ben Rama has a decent amount of assists despite the lack of playing time. I mean, getting Lingard involved down that left-hand side, we're doing all right. Wasn't keen on how wide Antonio was there, but it was what it was. Fredericks hasn't been heavily involved in the squad since August. Also, Fredericks, I think he's having a great year. Look, right. What I mean by that is when Fredericks has actually got onto the pitch, I think he's had good games. You know, you're looking at Villa, you're looking at before that when he was just getting into his stride as part of the back five before coming out of the team. That's sort of what I meant by he's having a good season. Do you know what I mean? It might not be a case of him having a great season in terms of everyone. I'm talking about it's probably the best period he's ever had at West Ham, which is depressing because, as you say, he's not played very much. Yeah, the rose gold number. Do you know what? The rose gold number, I'm not against it. I do like rose gold in general. I can't lie to you. I'm a bit of a basic B word. I do like rose gold to an extent. This kit design's not bad. I think I prefer the Arsenal one. That's where I come down on it. I prefer the West Ham one. I didn't read the fact it was your birthday until just now when I reread it. I'm quite well, Go. I hope you are. It's my birthday today, so I'm actually. Everyone wish Jeffrey a happy birthday. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you got everything you wanted. I hope you got everything you wanted. I was going to say something there, but it was bad. Happy birthday, Reggie. Happy birthday. Regular of the watch along, of course. Everyone wish Jeffrey a happy birthday. We're looking good at the moment. We are. Thank you. I'm from the mean streets, bro. I don't think you understand my life, yeah? I don't think you understand my life, bro. Okay? I've been out here hustling. Yeah? Louis Theroux contacted me. It was like, yo, I want to make a documentary about your life. I've been out here hustling. You know? What's his name? Ross Kemp. Like, yo, I want to do a documentary about you. I've been out here hustling. There you go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I'm glad to see. Camera angle was awful today. Anyone else notice that? It's quite high up. Is it different than usual? To be honest, I concentrate so little on the camera angle. Like when I used to watch, like before the watch-alongs, and I'd watch the game with as much focus as humanly possible, that would be the sort of thing I would pick up on instantly. Now, I honestly can't remember. Maybe it's just I'm at a different stage of my life. I honestly cannot remember what the camera angles looked like in any way, shape, or form. Like, at all. I just can't for some reason. I prefer our third kit, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Don't get me wrong. Our third kit and our second kit are both very nice. Oh, it's a great opportunity. Jared Bowen's through. He's just too long. He goes down. Referee says no. I'd have to look at a replay. My gut says it's not a penalty off the bat, but I don't know that for certain. What I will say, it was a great opportunity. Bowen finding himself in a lot of space with a long punt forward. Central as well. He has to do better with that, in my opinion. He takes it down relatively well and manages to wake his way through. But at the same time, would like to see a replay. We're going to see one now. Cresswell looks up. What a ball from Aaron Cresswell, by the way. Bowen is in so much space. The control down is really good. He's just not as fast as he should be. And Murray does really well. Little hand on the shoulder, but to be honest with you, not a penalty for me. Great ball over the top, though. Amazing ball from Aaron Cresswell. Almost fine. Almost an excellent opportunity. Again, I think Bowen does well, but he's just not as fast as he should be. He's not as fast as I think he should be in my head. In my head, I'm like, Bowen's got some pace. Higher roll. It's not the case. It's not the case. Jim Wright, hello. I'm doing a survey for uni. Can I have your lads' honest thoughts on whether or not Fake Taxi should do a live stream? It's a good question, Jim. I would say you've got a formula that works. Why rock the boat? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's my honest opinion on it, on the situation. I think, it could be maybe for a special one-off, you do it. It'll be a fun old time. But at the same time, I think you got your formula. I think you stick to that formula, You're clearly making the money. You're raking it in. It's working for you. And in that sense, I think you just stick to your guns. Stay true. Stay true. That's my honest opinion, Jim. I hope that helps. Of course, anyone else in the chat, feel free to say to give your opinions. Jane Burns says hello from Louisville. Good to see you, Jane. Hope you're well. Yeah, it's well high. Pitch looks squashed. It does a little bit. Now you've said it, I am actually beginning to notice that. I can't lie to you. Peach is in the chat. Good to see you, Peach. Hope you're well, my G. Hope you're well. Oh, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Oh, my Lord. We're passing the ball well. I'll tell you what, we've started brightly here. We started the better of the two teams. Good 1-2 with Antonio and Ben Rama. Antonio finding himself out wide again. Finds Jesse Lingard. Hits it. Oh, Jesse Lingard. It's 1-0 West Ham. There is zero doubt about whether or not that's a goal. 1-0. What a belter. Right, flipping heck. Jesse Lingard. Fair play, my G. What an absolute... He's just right. Antonio's found his way out onto the left-hand side. Creating a bit of space. It's good work. We're spreading the ball around well. He does a good 1-2. Antonio with Ben Rama gets into a good position, charging forward. Arsenal are a little bit of all sorts. Jesse Lingard just pulls into that space, just on the outside of the area. Perfectly what he should do. The thing that annoys me most about sometimes, we don't do that. We don't have a person just drop off ever so slightly to give us that option. Antonio's pass with the outside of his boot is good. Lingard's touch isn't perfect. It sort of bounces up in front of him, but then he just strikes it with the outside of his right boot. I want to say right into that top right-hand corner. I want to see it again. Slices it across into the top bins. You love to see it. It's West Ham United 1. It's Arsenal 0. What a finish. What a finish. Jesse frickin' Lingard. What boy. What an absolute boy. 1-0. Zero doubt about that. Zero doubt about that. Sometimes when you're a bit concerned, maybe it won't count, blah, blah, blah. Mate. Naught but bins. Not but bins. It's West Ham United 1. It's Arsenal 0. It's Arsenal 0. What time to be alive? I've got to go back to here now. Flipping heck. It's in. Oh my God, it's in again. It's in again. Jared Bowen's the one who scores. I've just closed Photoshop. Flipping heck, I've just closed Photoshop and I've got to open it again. So a quick free kick on the outside of the area. Antonio was going to give it away. Lingard lays it short to Jared Bowen. Arsenal all over the shop. And then Bowen, what a finish. What a finish. Absolutely slots it in bottom corner with his weaker foot underneath Bert Leno. Arsenal, no concentration whatsoever. It's West Ham United 2. It's Arsenal 0. And all of a sudden, Arsenal are in trouble. Quick taken free kick by Jesse Lingard. Bowen in all of the time and space. Usually, he's made up for his previous attempt. I'll say that. He's made up for his previous attempt. Jared Bowen, Jesse Lingard pulling the strings. Jesse Lingard doing really well there, by the way. Just the presence of mind. That's what I'm sort of saying. He has that higher level to him. Just steps up, slots it home, nice and calm. Love that. Love that. West Ham United 2, Arsenal 0. Come on. We've given ourselves an almighty opportunity here. 2-0 early doors. Let's hope we don't do a Spurs. 2-0 early doors. All of a sudden, 5-0 isn't looking so bad football. It's looking so bad. Bowen, okay, now I need Antonio. You do. You do. It's happening. Captain Scott. Banging theme song. Let's be real about it. Banging theme song. I said 3-1. Who FR Arsenal? Yeah. I said 2, and I'm feeling it. Adam said he'd be back at halftime with his trolls. We'll look forward to it. Glenn. It's just not happening, mate. It might come back though. We're very early on. Very early on. Touch of Lingard magic for the great vision. Yeah, just take it quickly again. Just being aware. Bowen just standing in all of the space. It's a beautiful thing. And this watch along now. Unfortunately, Glenn, I'll be live right through until full time, all the way through half time, all the way through full time, and then Geo Gonzo will take over. Of course, do their live review. I'll spam that link in the chat so you don't have to do anything. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. Of course, we're on Patreon, patreon.com/HammersChat. But I wouldn't say join that until the beginning of the month. It just makes more financial sense for you. However, I apologize, Glenn. I will not be able to do it. And like I said, it's still very early on, but we've given ourselves a great opportunity. We've started brilliantly here. We really have. Going attacking has made the difference. We're looking bright. We're looking sharp. Getting a lot of opportunities down that left-hand side, changing it up, and then just a little bit of beauty with Lingard there. Just seeing it open, seeing the opportunity, just taking the free kick quick. Jared Bowen slots it home. We're looking good. We're looking Gucci. You know? We're looking Gucci. Can't believe it's 2-0. Can't lie to you. Can't believe it's 2-0. I also can't believe YouTube is still refusing to update my flipping thumbnail. I hate YouTube sometimes. I really do. I really do. Oh, yeah. Things you love to see, Fo. Things you absolutely love to see. It's just useful. It's just useful. Oh, there you go, Jez. Jez says, we are level on 4th. We have 5 points ahead of Liverpool. Stuff of dreams. I mean, that's bananas. That's bananas to think about. Level on 4th is good. I mean, look, our goal difference is so bad that we're going to have to outscore them. But as long as we're level, that keeps us in the conversation. I don't know what I know we had a game in hand before. Is this our game in hand? I can't remember. Let me know. We said no funny business from set pieces, but that doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. There you go. There you go. No. All right, William, you're causing trouble here now. You're here to cause a riot. You're here to cause a riot. Still Pyatt, obviously, but Jay Links, oh boy. What a boy. What a boy. This is all on 29 games to level. Okay, cool. This is what we need. As long as we are level on points, with level amount of games, this is good. Keeping ourselves in that conversation. Kufal down the right-hand side plays in. Ben Rama was there. We're knocking on the door. We're knocking on the door. Yeah, as long as we have the same amount of points on level on games, this is good for us. This is the perfect position for us to be on. We need to keep ourselves in the conversation. We need to make sure that when they slip up, we are ready to pounce. And that's needed. That is needed. Calerio Zaza. Oh, Mr. Pardew. Mr. Pardew. Hang on a sec. I honestly don't care about you. Right. Calerio Zaza. Clary, I think, had a higher up level. You know what I mean? Zaza was one of those ones where if it worked out, it worked out. I think the deal that brought him here was stupid and put him under too much pressure, and then he was never going to succeed. It happened, right? But Clary, I actually thought had something. I thought he had something. So I would say Clary all day. Also, realistically, if you're going to sell him on later on in the thing, Clary would be the boy, wouldn't he? Realistically, what are they doing these days? What's Zaza and Clary doing? I remember Clary came up in conversation about a year ago, but I can't remember who or why. I don't know what Zaza's doing. I have no clue. Lingard on Man United. No, Lingard on West Ham United. Yes. What a play. Exactly, Don. Exactly. This is why he got called back up. Look, is he lucky to get in the England squad due to people missing? Sure, maybe to an extent, but this is exactly what he needs. These sort of performances. Arsenal had a good opportunity there, working the ball relatively well. But again, they're just every time they're trying to take shots. This is what I like about us at the moment. We're keeping them at range, and then when they're there, we're just making sure to crowd them out. Lots of people defensively about. Lots of people just holding it true. And that's what I like to see. Great start from us, and not even because of the goals, just performance-wise. We are there right now. Defensively, we're there. Attacking-wise, we're there. Arsenal, you'd have to say, have some gears to step up, and that's okay. It's not perfect. It's not a golden situation where they're not going to be able to do anything. They will be able to step up a gear at some point. They're going to have to. However, proof's in the pudding. Proof's in the pudding. Until you step up, that's fine. We're going to take advantage of that. Can Lingard calm down a bit now? We're facing a summer battle clubs to sign him probably 30 million instead of 20 million. It is a mild problem. We'll have to see. What happens. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen this summer anyway. I think I'm just gonna my stance on him at the moment is just enjoy him. Good work by Mikel Antonio. Is currently just enjoy him while we can. Antonio doing well to just get a tackle in there, just to stop the flow of play a little bit. It's not worked out, but you have to respect him for doing it. Do you know what I mean? You have to respect him for doing it. Vamos Arsenal, says Edgar. Good to see you, Edgar. Hope you're well. Clary plays for Osasuna in La Liga. Meanwhile, Zaza plays for Torino in Serie A. I think that might be why, because he scored against Barcelona, didn't he? I think it was. Didn't they get beat like 7-1 or something? And he scored the goal. For some reason, that's in the back of my head as a thing that happened. I don't know if that's true, but it is what it is. Free kick opportunity for Arsenal here. Whips the ball into a good position. Fabianski can't catch it, but does a second time of asking. Close. Big punt upfield. Was looking for Lingard. Couldn't quite find. That's what you want to see. Anyone in that position you want to see is Jesse Lingard. Sounds weird, but I worry Lingard's playing so well. Will West Ham be able to buy him? I guess it's a concern, Jeff. I do think it is a concern. It's not part of the question, Arthur, you sneaky boy. Yeah, I think it. Look, I think it's a mild concern, but at the same time, it happens. You know, I think, like I said, once we didn't have a buy clause on his loan, my opinion is just enjoy him for now. I'm hoping. Look, the more he scores, the more valuable he looks for us. The more likely we are to actually spend that money at the other end. You know. Seeing just another replay of the Arsenal free kick here. It was a good ball in by Odegaard, to be fair to him. And again, we're finding ourselves increasingly behind Arsenal's back line. This is really good for us. Really good. Played in by Soufal into sort of no one. And we've got more people going forward than we usually do. The 3 behind the 1 is definitely working for us in that sense. When we are hitting the counter-attacks, we're seeing not just Antonio, we're seeing Bowen, Lingard and Benrahma all getting involved in that attacking area in Arsenal's final third, which is really effective right now. Because we are sort of, at times, if we're being honest, just punting it at Arsenal. And the thing is our players are getting on the end of it and getting into good positions, and it's causing Arsenal consistent problems. And they're not really carving us open like they need to right now. Not at all. Your opinions on what happened with Rangers Slavia Prague game, that naughty injury? Mate, the kick in the face, Jesus Christ. What happened with the racism is, of course, completely unacceptable. And I don't know much. I just heard what was said. I don't know who said it, but they can get in the bin and get out of football as far as I'm concerned. However, the kick in the face, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. My Lord. I just saw a picture of it after the fact and I was like, freaking heck. It's just wild. What's for lunch? I haven't eaten lunch yet. I had breakfast. I had chocolate spread on toast. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch. It's probably going to end up being dinner at this point because I'm going to be live for the next hour and a half. I don't know, though. I've not got much in. I was thinking of having toad and hole for dinner. I have the stuff for toad and hole. I'm just thinking about that, but I'm not sure yet. You know. Oh, itchy. What percentage of the game have we had? This is a good question. We have had, percentage-wise, we've had 45%. 45% of possession for West Ham United today, which is higher than usual, and it feels it. We're getting forward into good positions. And the thing is about the percentage, we're having a lot of it. We're getting in and around this area very well right now. I just, again, look at that. 10 touches, 8 touches, 14 touches. That's not that much compared to their backline at 32, 18, 25, 34. Like, they're having to defend significantly more than we usually, and it's working. It's working. I've said that Arsenal are in a good position now. Arsenal are in a decent position right now, passing the ball around, looking for a space to get through. But again, we're well organized. This defense is working this time. This isn't us early doors versus Leeds. This is much better than that. This isn't us versus Manchester United. This is so far much better than that. Saka finds himself in a good position, plays it out. Chambers tries to drive it across. Good block from Aaron Cresswell. Pointing on the last match loss, it was piss. It was annoying. It was very frustrating losing against Manchester United. They deserved it, of course, but it was depressing. It was demoralizing. Aziz asks if he can see the full match. You can, Aziz. In the link below, there's a thing called Discord. Click on that, join that. It's completely free. Good football conversations, good conversations about everything else you want. But at the same time, there's a bit in there specifically called Stream Links, where you have links to the game. It is, of course, on Sky Sports. I'm watching on the Now TV on my phone. But yeah, enjoy yourself. Join the Discord. Get involved. Get involved. Now he's called Dimitri Payet. Yeah, well, to be fair, he was never not like that here, if we're being completely honest with it. He wasn't as bad, but it was never like... He was never Ronaldo, you know what I mean? He was never Ronaldo. The boy had... He liked his food. He liked his food, is what I'm saying. Toad in the hole. Yeah, I'm talking about exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've got the stuff for it. That's what I'm thinking for dinner. That's probably what I'll end up making after this. Toad in the hole, new potatoes, mint. Oh, duvet dancers. Solid shouts. Solid shouts. I don't know what I would have. I don't know what I'd have with it, but the ingredients are there. Maybe some peas, maybe some carrots, bit of gravy. You know, I mean, you know, I haven't got any potatoes, but I do have sweet potato wedges. Could be an option. Don't know if I'd go with it. I might just go hard. I don't know. We'll see. I'm tempted to check out Troops. He must be losing his head. Yeah, I mean, if Troops does a flipping watch along, then he's probably getting very angry right now in New York. Probably getting very mad. Very mad, which he should be, because Arsenal aren't very good right now. Are not very good whatsoever. And yet again, just West Ham, we're just consistently getting in decent positions right now. I'm really happy about this performance so far. And it's not just, again, I want to stress, it's not just the goals. I'm happy with the performance so far. As we see a replay of the goal one more time. Even Ned Jared Bowen almost took too long, but he finishes it with his weak foot, and it's good. He needed a goal to get himself back fit and firing. That's what we need. Him and Antonio's looking sharp again today as well. This is good. We're looking a lot more like we have been. You know, Mikel Antonio, Jared Bowen looking a lot more informed than they have been the last couple of games, last month or so. And that's really good sign for us going forward. Ben Rama getting involved, not getting the assist, but getting involved in the build-up play. Lingard obviously getting a goal and assist that goal as well. You've got to appreciate it. You've got to appreciate it. Button there. Leno with a terrible pass out to Tierney, who forces him into a dodgy position. Rice played through. Bowen's there on the right-hand side. Tries to flick it across. Can't quite. Kufau in. Antonio, header. Oh, it's 3. It's 3. That was... I need to hang on. I need to let me export this. How? The header was so slow. It didn't feel like it was even close. So Leno's pass to Tierney was terrible. Tierney can only do as much as he can, but it's again poor from him. Bowen in a good position, tried to play it in first time. The block from Tierney is good. Kufau just lofts it into the area. Mikel Antonio does well to win the header ahead of Arsenal's players. He heads it. Oh, it hits off. So it wasn't going in. It hits off Souček's foot and it's in. Souček also breaking his duck. You love to see it. Is there a hint of offside? They're sort of saying offside. No, the play's carrying on. It's 3. It's 3. Flipping heck. Okay, right, hang on. Do that. It's 3-0 to West Ham United right now. This is absolute scenes right now. Arsenal just genuinely cannot deal with us in any way, shape, or form. That was so slow. It was so slow. I didn't think it was going in. Antonio to assist. Antonio, Geo Gonzo, thanks for the tip. Souček eyes in the back of his head in front of goal. He just knew it was going to be there. Look, he's always in the right place at the right time. It's his 9th goal of the season for us. It's just I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Flipping. Well, it's West Ham United 3. It's Arsenal 0. We are 33 minutes into this match, and I can't. Arsenal have nothing. Arsenal literally have nothing right now. The header, right? It came across. So Soufal lofts in, and it's not into a particularly great position. It's in a decent enough position. Just someone get on the end of it, make an opportunity, right? It's Antonio moves slightly ahead of it. He tries to nod it down, and the header was so slow that I just, he does the perfect thing, by the way, head it down, hitting it off the floor. That's what you want to do. But it's so slow that I almost couldn't fathom the fact of it going in. And then Souček just taps it in. I mean, what more is there to say? We just are massive. We just are massive. You know, there is them, and then there is us. There is them, and then there is us. Small, West Ham. It's West Ham 3. It's Arsenal 0. Cheers, lads. Appreciate it. We've won. We've won. Now, Arsenal fans watching this after a fact when you inevitably beat us 4-1 or 4-3, sorry, and you cut back to me saying that we've won, I'll say this for you now. It's 35 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. We're 3-0 up. If you want to cut me and make me look stupid, you can. But we've won. I don't want to touch wood. I'm not stroking wood. That sounds wrong. In my head, I can't see a situation in which we concede 3, let alone 4. Like, our defense is too good for that. We are in an outrageous position right now. I cannot believe we are 3-0 up half an hour in. We've started brilliantly, and it's just rolled the right way for us. Arsenal now playing the ball around the box, looking to try and get back into this game. But to be honest with you, it's 3. I'm genuinely speechless. I'm genuinely a little bit speechless. I did not expect this to be the case at all. I did not expect this to be the case whatsoever. You know? Stop digging. I'm gonna dig this hole. Watch me dig it. Like Triple H, I've got the shovel out, mate. I'm digging it. I'm gonna bury myself in it. Don't step to me. I'm gonna bury myself in it. You know? I'm not Jose Mourinho to let a lead like this slip. Exactly, David. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look, realistically, I'm not saying Arsenal aren't going to score. Right? Let me pull myself back down to earth a little bit. I'm not saying Arsenal aren't going to score. The chances are they will. They've got a very good team. Right? They are not a bad side whatsoever. They have a team good enough to score. But what I would say is this: are they good enough to score 3/4 past us? A good opportunity for them now. Oh, I pinged it in. Lacazette scores 3-1. Am I saying they're good enough to score 3/4 when Manchester City couldn't? I'm saying no. It is 3-1 though. It is 3-1 though, and it's a great finish by Andre Lacazette. As I was saying it, ball comes down the right hand side. It's pinged in. He controls it. Souček can't get ahead of him quick enough, and he just absolutely smacks it into the net. Who was there? Dawson and Souček That's great first touch from Lacazette to keep what was a really difficult goal on the really difficult ball under control, and then just hits it early. Fabianski can't get across. It's 3-1. It's a good goal. They're not scoring 3 or 4. Not. Arsenal have come to this game very late on, and I'm you know what I'm like as well? I'm overly calm about these things. Do you know what I mean? I'm overly calm about these things. Stop talking, brother, please. I will stop talking now. I will stop talking now. Of course you may, Peachy. Feel free to ask a question. I've stopped. I've stopped. I've stopped. I've stopped. It's a great touch, to be fair, from Lacazette. They're showing it again, and it's an absolutely beautiful first touch. To keep that under control, I mean, that pass was flipping... It was rough. It was a rough pass. They absolutely walloped it into the box. There was no finesse on it whatsoever. He just gave it a big old wallop. But the finish was very nice. Very nice. From that touch, just a little inside the foot. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Can Lagos score a hat-trick? Why not? Why not? Will he get an opportunity to score 2 more goals? Probably not, but why not? Why not? Also, fair play to Callum Chambers. I mean, to be fair, I don't think the ball into the box was actually very good. It was very powerful, and it took a hell of a lot for Lacazette to score from there. But I was dissing Callum Chambers in an attacking spot, so fair play to him. Saka should have done better there. Can't lie about it. Can't lie about it. Should have burst for. He was bursting through. It was a good opportunity. I think maybe a little bit. He didn't want to take another touch. He was getting closed down, but I think he had the pace on both. I think it's Cresswell and Soufal who were the ones covering for the centre backs who were just nowhere to be seen. Probably should have taken that touch. It's fair. It's fair. Where's Peachy? I saw you do it. Do you think West Ham will be in the Champions League? I personally don't think it will happen. I'd be very happy to see it, but I don't think it will happen. I think it's probably a bit past us at this point. The teams around us are very, very good. The competition is horrendously good. So is it going to happen? Probably not. We'll see, though. We'll see. One can only hope. One can only dream. I'm Jez with a bold claim. I'm calling it Lingard to score from halfway line this game. Insanity, Jez. I back it all the way. Back it all the way. Peach, however, the opposite. Hyped, excited, expect. And you've got respect here. Chambers getting into a good position, blocked out. Let's play down the lane. Chambers getting forward again into decent positions. I can't lie to you. I just don't rate Callum Chambers that highly, but he's got into another good position there. And causing a problem by pulling it back into the box. It's a corner for Arsenal. Charlie, you jinx. I'll stop saying it now. You know how I feel now. I've said it now, so I don't need to say it again. Partey from range. Yeah, it was an okay shot. It was an okay shot. It's an okay try. Come with us to Europe. Listen. We'll see. We'll see. Can see Noble coming on if they get a second. I mean, I can see Noble coming on at some point anyway. There's not, again, if we just to take a brief look at our bench. I mean, who's realistically coming on from there? Fredericks and Johnson could come on if we change formation. Noble, Lanzini could come on. That's it. So the chances are, statistically, Mark Noble's probably going to come on at halftime. No, not at halftime, but at some point. At some point, it's probably going to happen. Whether it's 2 or not, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. coming through to halftime here at 3-1 would be very good for us. If we can just hold on to it until halftime, that's good. Little bit of a regroup, reset. David Moyes can reset the team a little bit. I hope we don't lose this attacking impetus, because to be honest with you, I don't think Arsenal can deal with it, although they are stepping up the gears, like I said. I mean, look, when we were 2-0 up, I said this, Arsenal have gears to step up, and they should and definitely will do that. Halftime can't come soon enough at this point for either side. We want halftime to come because we just want to get in at halftime and have time to think about it. They want to get in at halftime, regroup, maybe change it up a little bit. They do have a little bit of the momentum right now, but at the same time, they are equally capable of just conceding a fourth. So realistically, they also want halftime to come right now. Arteta would like to come in. Maybe he's seen something that's a bit of a problem for us, and he's going to go, right, let's hyper focus on that. Look at them and try to take advantage of that. I don't know what that is, though. That's the thing. Their goal, as good as it was, didn't come out. I don't want to say come out of nowhere, but it wasn't. Callum Chambers has a couple of times got in and around in a good area down that right hand side, pardon me. But you know, like, it's not necessarily a weakness as such. We do know Cresswell, I think, defensively is a little bit suspect at left back, but maybe David Moyes wants to get in. Maybe David Moyes wants to change to 5 at the back. Maybe we see that. Maybe he brings on Johnson, you know? Maybe he brings on Johnson on that left-hand side. We'll see. We'll see. Don't make fun of me for that, even though I'm a Man United fan. No making fun, bro. No making fun. You're always welcome, Farhad. I said this when you had the Man United thing and you came on then. Any team of any club is always welcome here. 100%. 100% always. I'm never against him. Long way to go. Do well to hold on to the lead. Look, that's what I'm saying. We've got time to go. I think it'll happen, but we do have time to go in this game. Can't stand the chat of AFTV, so just came to West Ham chat to talk. Good to see you, cuz good to see you in a nutshell. Hope you're well. Welcome, subscribe, like the video. You know what I mean? Come get involved. We do watch-alongs every single West Ham game. All of them. I'm here all of the time. I watch them all live on the internet. I don't stop talking. Literally non-stop. Is the score the wrong way around? The worst thing is, GP, it's not. It's not. I know. I can't believe it either. The scoreline is not the wrong way around. We are 3-1 up. Arsenal are finding a lot of space, and not space, but they're finding joy down this right-hand side, their right-hand side. We're seeing situations where Saka and Chambers especially, is getting a lot of time and space down the right, more than I suspected he would have. But again, a lot of their end product is ending in shots from range, and I'm very okay with that. Have your shots from range. Saka plays it out to Kieran Tierney. Tries to drive it across. He does well to do that. Saka, wide. And joining me for half time, he's live. He's no longer in Scotland. It's Gio. How are you?
Mate, I am buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing. How can you not be? What performance that is in the first half? Well, for 17 minutes, but we've been brilliant.
I'll give us more than 17 minutes. Up until they scored, we were by far the better side. I thought we started well. We were pulling them apart at the back. We were creating more opportunities than we scored. They were flying in. Mate, Antonio's shot was going a little bit wide. It's fine. Souček's there as well. It's just bits are happening.
Souček felt so bad for Arsenal. He scored for them as well. It was just like, I didn't really mean that one. I'll level it up at the other end for you and we'll just call it quits. Yeah. Big friendly giant he is.
I was getting told by the chat to stop because I said that there's no way they're scoring 3 or 4.
No, I agree with you. When I went 3-1, I put up on Hammer's chat Twitter. I was like, I don't even care, to be honest. We're winning this game. We're winning. This is not the West Ham of old. If this was the West Ham of under Pellegrini, under Bilic, I'd be a bit worried, right? I'd think, crikey, we're going to Spurs this up. But this season, it's different. We're a different West Ham now. We don't have that. We don't crumble anymore. I'm fine.
It's just a banger. Like, it's just an entire James Gunn, as per usual, coming through with hot takes, and I respect that. Thank you, James Gunn, for the £2 Biscuit Fund. We're just like you say, it's the David Moyes thing. If Man City can't score 3 or 4 against us, they're not. Their goal was good, and I'll give them. What I will say is this: I kept dissing Callum Chambers at right back. I was like, whatever, it is what it is. Increasingly in that first half, he's got more time and space on the ball in the attacking areas, and that was where I was like, whatever, I don't care. He's not going to do anything. Now his cross for Lacazette wasn't great. He sort of just pile drove it, and to be fair, the touch from Lacazette was brilliant to keep it under control. And
yeah, it was, and he hit it hard. He hit it hard, and it was going wide. So
you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. It was going wide. It was an own goal. It was. Listen, you need a bit of luck in football. We got it down the other end with Solchek's goal to some extent, and maybe half the other referees in Premier League would have blown as soon as Lingard passed it to Bowen for a second goal. A lot of referees would have said, no, you're not doing that. Take it back here. But I think we played well, and the half times come at a good time for us. Arsenal were on top for the last 10 minutes of that half. But do you know something? We can do this. This is when we are good. We are actually good when we sit back and say, come on then, what have we got? Because eventually we will get the possession back in a key area where it's just in front of our own box, or Fabianski does one of his weird early distributions, which he done earlier, by the way. He caught the, when he flapped at it and caught it again, he ran to the edge of the box and launched it for Lingard to run onto. I like that. We are better on the counter-attack. And when we've got Benrahma, Lingard, Antonio and Bowen running, I'm okay with Arsenal attacking us because we will stand strong. Our defence will cope okay. We will do well. Fredericks is probably a really good player to have on the bench for this game so that we can take him on, after the hour mark, if it's a similar score, we'll take him on for Benrahma probably, and then put him up against Tierney and put Bowen over on the left kind of thing so that we nullify their fullbacks. So Tierney is starting to get in the game a little bit here and there. He's quicker than Soufal. Tierney's worked out very early on. He's quicker than Soufal. So if he goes one-on-one with him, he flicks it past him and runs. We need to stop that a little bit. But I'm feeling good, Charlie. I'm feeling good.
I think we got this. I'm going to leave you for a moment while I run to the toilet.
Yes, I'll interrupt with the live chat while you go for a piddle. Cheers. Anyway, right.
A piddle?
A piddle. You're away for a piddle.
I mean, I respect it. I wouldn't have said it myself, but I do respect it.
Because we're winning, I was being polite, all right? Anyway, right, live chat, what have we got for me? Let's have a little look here. Let's see what you've all been saying. Get your thoughts up about the first half, what you were doing in the second half, how you're feeling. I'm feeling confident, but I think there's a lot of nerves at the minute among the fan base, which I understand. Harry says, very happy with that first half. Major says we need to break Tierney's leg. Well, I think that's a bit harsh. I don't think we need to break anyone's leg, and I definitely don't want that because I want him fit for the Euros. I need Kieran Tierney fit for the Euros. Harry says that the last time we took off Benrahma, we dropped right off it. I agree with that. I would keep him on for now. I agree with what Bernard's saying here, which is we need to calm the players down, hit them on the counter-attack, because I do feel the last 10 minutes I felt like we were I think the players were getting a little bit nervous. I think they were almost surprised to be 3-0 up, I guess. I think at one point, when Souček scored, we didn't even celebrate. It was almost like, wow, are we 3-0 up? Even I didn't celebrate, but I thought it was offside. I was a bit confused. But I'm okay. GP, I think it was JP. Someone said they were. Yeah, it's Gaz. Gaz said he's nervous. Don't be. I'm all right. Lucas, what a half. Luke said he might bring on Noble's first sub. I can see that. I still think it'll be Fredericks. I think he'll try and shore up the sides. I think that's where they're going to have I think that's where they're getting their success, Arsenal. They're attacking fullbacks. I think Moyes will identify that and want to do something to stop that. And I think Ryan Fredericks is the one to do it. Actually, I think bringing on Mark Noble might be the bad thing to do here, because what that will do, we will congest the middle of the park. That will force Arsenal wide, and that's where they're getting success. I don't want to see Noble on yet. Maybe later on in the game, but not so much. Jack said he's really happy with the last 10 minutes. Almost made him feel disappointed. Second half should be all right. Ray says he's excited, but he's worried. Tottenham are 3-0 up and pulled it back. But we are not Tottenham. We're not Tottenham. Liam, what do you think of Saïd's defensive work rate? I think he's lucky he didn't get criticised for it. It's shocking at times. Yeah, I think that's why Moyes doesn't play him. I think we're seeing why Moyes doesn't play him all the time, because he was looking good for the first 35 minutes. Benrahma was involved in a lot going forward. He's playing well. He still is playing well. But for the last 10 minutes, he was getting caught out a little bit. And Callum Chambers, like Charlie said, was getting more and more into the game. And that is Benrahma's immediate opponent. So you've got to sort of have a look at that and say we need to do something there. Keith says we're looking good for 3 points. Catch him on the counter for a fourth and a fifth. RM says that his old Doris is 89 today, really wants to win. We all do, but happy birthday. Happy birthday to her. 89 years old. Crikey, she's done all right. Hopefully I get to 89. And Teapot Pixie says he'll take a 4-2 win. Great half an hour. Will says all 50-50 balls seem to be falling to Arsenal. They should do the lottery. Well, you could say that, but then like that second free kick's key. That second free kick is very, very key. The fact that John Moss allowed it, I'm surprised at. It's correct. He's in the laws of the game. It's correct. But Kyle says Lingard barely touched the ball last 10. So Souček and Rice are starting to get outnumbered and stacked. Yeah, they are. But do you know something? It's sort of like sometimes defense is the best form of your sort of attack is the best form of defense. I think that's applicable here. I think if we sit back too much by bringing on Noble, I think we're asking for Arsenal to slap our arse a little bit. I think we've got to keep our attacking players on because they are good. Bowen is really good defensively. He's probably one of the best defensive wingers in the league. And I think Lingard does each fair share now and again and stuff. So I'm all right. Anyway, back over to you, Charlie.
Yeah, I think there's often a misconception to an extent where you're like, if we're winning, we need to defend now. We should defend at all costs. But if we're defending relatively well, which we are, and yet we still are attacking relatively well, why would you change that?
Yeah.
Like Arsenal, don't get me wrong. I think, do you agree with me? I think Arsenal have a level to step up here. I think they can step up a gear, but I still think we can deal with it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm quite content with our sort of our defence against this Arsenal's attack. We'll sit in. I expect us to play 5 yards deeper in the second half than we did in the first half. I think Moyes will be said to sit back. Tierney's fast, Aubameyang's fast, Lacazette's quick. Don't give them the space to run into, then see what they're going to do. Force them to cross it. Now, yeah, okay, they've scored from it, but generally your crosses come in above shoulder height, and we'll deal with that. We'll beat Lacazette and Aubameyang in the air any day of the week. So it's risky, isn't it? Because I don't really want to force Arsenal out wide because that's where they're playing well. But if you do that and then deal with the crosses, would be okay. I feel fine. I feel fine. Honestly, Charlie, I do not feel nervous at all.
Once again, thank you, James, for putting biscuit. Ignoring James's inflammatory language for a split second, I do think there is something to be said about having such an attacking lineup. As much as Fornals would make us defensively slightly better, having Ben Rama, Lingard, and Bowen behind Antonio. What I've really enjoyed is when we've been hitting the balls long, it's not just Antonio by himself. There's always 1 or 2 other people with him, and they're getting close to each other. They're creating triangles. They're passing the ball around. That's something we don't usually do. All too often, we see us just go towards Antonio and it not really get to anything because Antonio is the only one there. And now we're seeing at least 2 in there, sometimes 3.
I don't think we missed Fornals until the 35th minute. The last 10 minutes we missed Fornals. We missed him. They were getting a lot of the ball. We were struggling to get the ball. We weren't pressing from the front. Arsenal were all over us for the last 10 minutes, and I think that's when the first time I thought, wish we had Fornals out there. He'd be the perfect player on the bench. If he was on the bench, I think there'd be a case for bringing him on, not half time, but early on in the second half. There'd be a case to bring him on early doors. Definitely. But we don't. And, I know we can talk about the players we don't have, but when we're winning, I feel it's a bit harsh. I think we should be sort of crediting and talk about the players that are on the pitch and doing the business because they've all done their job today, all of them. No one's playing bad. Strangely enough, it's one of those games. No one's playing amazing either. There's maybe 1 or 2 players playing better than the others, but there's no one that's like 9 or 10 out of 10 performance yet. No one's been outstanding. This has been a solid team performance thus far.
Is there any sort of section of pitch that's concerning you?
Probably their fullbacks getting forward. I think that's the area of concern for me. Like I said, I think Tierney's worked out quick that he's quicker than Soufal, and he seems to be knocking it past him a lot. Chambers is getting into the game down that side as well. And I think Arsenal very much say, well, they're going to let us come down the side. Let's just go down the sides then. Let's just keep on going down there. I noticed in the last 10 minutes, Saka seemed to get a lot closer to Lacazette than he was for the previous half hour. He's almost playing as a second striker when the ball goes wide. So I'd expect to see Saka getting on the end of crosses a little bit in the second half, but he's not fully fit. That's the one thing we do have. I'd be surprised if Saka can play all 90 minutes, which is good. He's been a bit quiet, but he's got into the game a little bit, which for my bet helps because I needed Saka to have 2 shots, which he's now had. So you can go off now. Bet that part of the bet's won, so I'm okay.
Is there for the Ham's Chat bet? Is what's happening there?
Oh, it's rubbish. We did Antonio to score, which he got Souček nicked it. And we did Xhaka to get boot, which he hasn't been, and then West Ham not to lose, which we won't. So that bit's okay. That's about the only bit that's all right, though.
So we need Antonio goal.
And a Xhaka booking.
I think one of those is likely. I don't think it's the Antonio goal.
Yeah, I think Xhaka's likely. I think Souček's likely to get booked as well. He just had a little warning there. I think Cam Chambers is struggling defensively. The one thing I do want to see is taking off Benrahma early doors and almost conceding our pace on the counter attack. I want to see us keep him on as long as possible, but he needs to do more defensive because we're going to try and come out in the second half and probably play defensive, play a bit deeper, contain, hold our position. And we've got to be looking at Benrahma and saying, you're the weak link here, mate. The rest of us can all do it, but there's what they always say, I don't know what the phrase is, but in a team, you're strong as your weakest link or something. In a chain, you're strong as your weakest link. That is Said Benrahma defensively at the minute. So we need to keep an eye on him to make us stronger defensively. Easy, take on Fredericks for Benrahma.
Yeah, I was going to say, as Lewis, is that what you would do? Is that the idea you would have?
It depends how the second half's going. If it's like the last 10 minutes, then yes. But if it's like the first half hour, I wouldn't bother because they barely came near us. It very much depends how the next 10, 15 minutes plays out.
Because I think Benrahma has played an important role going forward. He's not got the final ball in there, but he has linked up very well. And like the ball down the left-hand side for one of the goals, for example, was him. There has been a lot of him interacting, getting into good position, making key passes, even if they aren't the final assist sort of thing. It's just like you say, defensively, he's just not Pablo Fornals.
No.
Which is what it is. But again, at the same time, I don't know. I agree with you. It's the fullbacks. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the sides now. I've got who scored open, and I'm just having a little gander.
What's your final score prediction? I'm going to go in a second, but what's your final score? Oh, look at that. Look at the Monday Night Studio again.
It's because I was looking at this, and I'm seeing Chambers and Tierney coming forward more and more, and it's just concerning me. I was looking at it, trying to figure out how scared I am, and the answer was quite relatively, but at the same time, it is what it is. What is my final score? I said 2-1 before the game. Obviously, now that's impossible.
It is, yes.
Because, maths. 3-1. It stays the same.
Do you think I think there's at least another goal in this, and
I agree.
Who scores it next is obviously going to be mad. I hate to say phrases like that. The next goal is important. What goal in football isn't important? But at 3-1, I'm comfortable at the minute. When Arsenal scored that goal, like, meh, whatever. If Arsenal was to get the next goal, then I might panic a little bit. But I'm going to say we win 4-2. But I think we get the next goal, so I think we go 4-1 up, and then Arsenal score again. So I think it'll be a comfortable afternoon. So I feel good. They played on Thursday. We did it. And if any team's going to start showing fatigue in the second half, it ain't West Ham. I feel good, Charlie. But anyway, I'm going to watch this, and I'll be back for the review at full time. But keep up the good work, and I'll see you in a bit.
See you at full time. Bye. That is Geo Mackie. He does not. We don't live in Scotland anymore, but he will be live for full time for the review with Gonzo. They shall be live, and I'll put that link in the live chat, so you literally don't have to do anything. Stick with us, of course, until the end of full time. We'll be here. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you're liking the video, please like it. We put a lot of working over match days, and it will be. I mean, being real, I'm tired, so I appreciate every like and any subscriptions. We appreciate it. And of course, thank you to James Gunn for putting money into the biscuit tin, as it were. Putting money into the biscuit tin, we always appreciate it. 5-2 says Benedict McGowan. Charlie, you know how I'm currently feeling. I do, Adam. Shout out to. Well, it's not gone great. It's not gone great. Bringing on defensive players doesn't make me comfortable in these situations. Players that can keep the ball, move the ball up the pitch do. I'm very much the same, Nick. I'm very much the same. I appreciate that. Because I feel very, very similar. You could at least put some balloons up. Listen, if I had balloons, I'd put them up. I do love a balloon. I can't act like I don't. I do love a balloon. Austin Aries NXT theme just came on my shuffle scenes. I do love a balloon, but not quite. As I said, if you're leaving for the second half, enjoy yourself. Kicked off just for me now. Subscribe, like the video. Appreciate you for coming. Enjoy the second half. What will hopefully be a West Ham win as we come back out. It's 3-1. It's 3-1. Flipping heck. Just seen a meme with two clowns fighting, and the caption is Arsenal Tottenham fighting to be London's most embarrassing club. I mean, you know, they're going to come on. They're going to come on strong. They're going to come out strong. They're going to try and get a goal. Look, if Arsenal can get a goal early, it changes the dynamic of the game. We'll see what happens. I'm confident it won't happen. Benedict Goodall, cheers, Charlie. Get back to game. See you later, mates. Good to see you, Benedict. Enjoy yourself. Come back for the full-time review with Geo and Gonzo. If you come in here, I'll send you the link. If not, it'll be live on the channel. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. You'll see when it goes live and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. No changes at halftime for either side. Lacazette over the top. Oh, Diop with the clearance off the line. My giddy gosh. The second half has started hot, ladies and gentlemen. Lacazette flips it over. Fabianski, a little cheeky. I don't know if it was a dink, more of a loft. Outstretched foot, flicks it over, and Diop off the line, stretched, gets the block. Corner for Arsenal. Arsenal starting strong right now. Arsenal starting very strong. I suspect and know we can keep it tight, but we'll see what happens. It's a great ball over the top. I don't know who it is. And then Lacazette, I mean, to be fair, Lacazette does literally all he can. It's Chambers with the ball over the top. You have to respect it. He's doing bits right now. Lacazette's complaining he should have a penalty. He can shut up, frankly. But it's a great opportunity. The corner comes in, cleared strongly away by Declan Rice. It's a hot start to that second half, but it remains West Ham United 3, Arsenal 1. I mean, the ball through from Callum Chambers there was really good, to be fair to him. I mean, Callum Chambers, I looked at him and I was like, before the game, I don't really rate him at all. And he's proving me wrong. He's having a good game. Attacking-wise, he's having a good game, which is what I thought he wouldn't have. I didn't think he had the attacking side of his game in him. But he's doing well. And that little dink over the top for Lacazette was really good. Lacazette does as best as he can to get it over. And Diop, fair play. I mean, look, let's put some respect on Diop's name. An excellent block. An excellent block. It was quite close. It was quite close. It's all about the game, how you play it. Exactly, Russ. It's all about control because we took it, It's all about the rent, and if you can pay it, it's all about the game and who's going to make it. I am the game. You don't want to play me. I am control, no way you can take me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me, etc. etc. Good to see you, Russ Boss. Russ Boss popping in the chat. What's the score? Is it still 3-1? Somehow, Bloxy, it is still 3-1. It is still 3-1. They are on it. They are on it hard. They are on it hard. They are on it hard. They are going for it right now. They're gunning for it. Pun. I mean, I thought about it beforehand, and I sort of decided that I didn't want to do the pun, but it was the only words that came out of my mouth. Saka finding a little bit of space, but Fabianski comes out, collects it well. I would say that our high line our line is a lot higher than I'm used to it being, especially with the centre backs. The centre backs are further forward than I usually expect us to be, and our fullbacks are covering them quite. I mean, they're covering it relatively well, but I can't act like Arsenal haven't had opportunities because of it. Interested to see how that develops over the half. Bro, I listened to your song last night. It bangs. Peach sent me one of his songs, yeah, and it banged. Peach, if there's a way to find your song online for the people to listen to it, put it in the chat. Let the people know where to find it because it slaps. Peach comes on it hard. I'm just saying. Strong start from Arsenal. Agree with Arthur. It's been basically all them since halftime. Came back. Certainly building up. Possession right now. Yeah, both our centre-backs are, James. There's a lot of space behind the centre-backs at the moment. Dawson and Diop keep... There's clearly been instructions to step forward because they are much further forward than they usually are. And Diop naturally likes to step forward. Out of all of our centre-backs, Diop probably likes to step forward the most. But there is consistently space in behind our centre-backs specifically that our full-backs are covering. which is kind of insane when you think about it. It's usually the exact opposite way around. And it is slightly they're exploiting it, but they're not scoring from it. But you can't keep giving them that opportunity to score, because eventually they will, surprisingly, they'll score. Should be 4-2 right now. Are we not counter-attacking, says Alan? I mean, there's not much countering going on at the moment, We're very, at the moment, we're very much defending for our lives. They're very much defending for our lives. And that's, I mean, look, they've come out strong. Still got the ball here again, Arsenal. In and around, we're sort of camped inside our area right now, which is sort of what I expected. And again, we need to find a way to get out of the box. If we can get out of the box and start attacking Arsenal, just even once, just get the ball to Lingard. This is why I'm happy Lingard's in the team. He's one of the people most capable of doing this. Get the ball to him. Let him use his skill to just get out of this, break this pressure right now. Odegaard does really well, plays it into Lacazette, who turns, hits it, easy save for Fabianski. Easy AF. Estepardi with a scathing review, but not inaccurate. We have struggled. I agree with Rebecca here. We've been told to really hold this right now, and it's showing again. The action areas in the second half, they're showing right now 2% in Arsenal's final third, 41% in the middle, 57% in our final third, which shows exactly what's going on right now. Arsenal are camped and we are struggling to get out. All we need to do, though, we're not really trying to get out. It's kind of my problem, We're not really trying to get out. We need to find the ball, find the out balls, hit Lingard, hit Benrahma, hit Bowen, get them moving up the field. If it's a long ball, it's a long ball. That's fine. Just get it out of that area. Lingard is one of the most capable players we have at doing that. If you can find him the ball, whether it's outside the area, inside the area, it doesn't matter. If you find him with the ball, he can find his way through. Just get him that, because right now we're just letting them sort of have the run of the mill here. It's frustrating to watch because we're better than this. And it's kind of, look, it's fine because we're winning 3-1 to an extent. And if we do this for the rest of the half and we don't concede, I'm fine with it. But at the same time, I want to see a little bit more, because I think we can step up and do something here. Subway things just now. Big peach. Jealous as well. Very jealous. Rustboss. Orba doesn't look too well. He's certainly not been his usual shelf today. I will say that. To be fair, he's been out of form all season, but he's certainly not. He's not doing what he usually does. He's not doing what we're used to seeing him. We're not used to seeing this from him. And I think part of that is him playing out on the left. He can be effective there. It's not like he can't, but it's not like he can. It's not like he can be effective there, but he's not consistently effective there as he is up front. When I look at him, I think you just put him up front and just leave him there. I don't know why you move him around. I mean, they have a problem with having Lacazette and Aubameyang, but I don't know. This season, it's not happening for him. It's not happening for him. Odegaard plays the free kick into the box for Arsenal. David Luiz round the back. Big boot, and it's a goal kick. Come on. Big goal kick, Techers. Gignac. Mate, scenes. I haven't thought about Andre Pierre Gignac in a while. Was it Andre Pierre? I think it was. See, if we don't concede, I don't mind. I think if we got another goal in this, we've kept. Yeah, that's my opinion. Look, realistically, as long as we win, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I would prefer to see us step to them, because I think we have it in us, and I think they have it in us to concede more. I think they have it in them to concede more. I think we have it in us to score more. I think we can step up and be a little bit less shook right now. It's been a rough 10 minutes. It's been a rough 10 minutes. So Lingard was through there, and John Moss has pulled it back. That's annoying. That's very annoying indeed. I don't know what the foul was. If it was against us, then sure, I get it. But Partey and Souček go up. Souček gets the header. Antonio carried the play on. The ball carried on. Lingard was flying through. Chambers also went down. I don't get which bit's the foul here. Is it the Partey thing, or is it Chambers on Antonio? If it's Chambers on Antonio, that's lunacy. If it's Souček and Partey, sure, I get it. I do get it, but That's a bit wild because we were on there. John Moss just coming across to David Moyes. David, if you're still in the chat, give him one. Just swing, quick, swift uppercut to the jaw. Do you know what I mean? Just a swift one. Just a swift one. Bit of a Glasgow kiss, you know, pow. Just nut him. It's a ball drop for us, apparently. A drop ball, and we've taken it. I mean, just whatever, man. Okay. Fahad, who's your bet on? Mine's a draw. Oh, West Ham at this point. West Ham. I'd confidently put money on us at this point. Cue everyone in the chat saying I'm jinxing it, but I would confidently put money on us at this point. Partey head injury, is that why it happened? If it was for a head injury, fair enough. But Partey at this point is running around. But Russ is not only ahead of all of you, he's ahead of me by a significant distance as well. Good refereeing. All right, Glenn. Good to see you, Glenn. Good to see. I don't want to score. I am nervous. Yeah, I mean, so am I. Look, again, I can't say anything. I'm stopping. I just don't see it happening. You know what I mean? Corner kick. Aaron Cresswell over the top of it. Big boy in there. Dawson, Souček, Diop, all in there. One of them getting on the end of this would be a beautiful moment. Played in. Her first man. Possession recycled for West Ham. And then a pointless loft into the box. Played back to Fabianski. Appreciate it, Farhad. I do. Appreciate you coming along, mate. Exactly. This is what I'm saying, Michael. Step to him a little bit. Let him know what's going on, you know. We don't need to be so scared of them, you know. We don't need to be scared of them at all, I don't feel like right now going forward. I think we attack as the best form of defense, you know. Step to them a little bit, have them put some pressure, get them thinking. Because for most of this second half so far, it's been all them. Antonio. Why? Antonio dribbles his way into the box, hits a shot, which goes, ooh, second tier at least. He does okay, but again, Souček's there, Bowen's there, Ben Rama's at the far side. Just don't know why you would elect to do that whatsoever. And yet here we are. Will do, Alan. I mean, we're slowly getting there. It's been all Arsenal, but the last 5 minutes we've seen a little bit more of the ball. Creating a shot or anything else. Starting to find our way back into the game. Free kick given against West Ham there. Sufal not happy about that and has received a yellow card. If you're on for the Hammers chat bet, by the way, we need a Xhaka yellow and an Antonio goal. Aubameyang sort of going nowhere with. I mean, it was a bit pathetic from everyone involved. Aubameyang on the left-hand side manages to dribble through Bowen and someone else. I think it was Souček. And then Kufal had the ball, puts his arm out to stop Aubameyang, who's going down before he's even been touched, receives the touch, goes down with the face. Don't get me wrong, hand definitely did hit face. But it was just he was never getting there. It was a bit pathetic by everyone all around, to be honest. Kufal could get there without swinging his arms. Aubameyang could not go down. Yellow card for Kufal. Free kick for Arsenal on the left-hand side near the corner flag. Played in. Good opportunity. Can't get anything from it and just punted away. West Ham are playing terrible. Lanzini needs to come on. Can you rate Lingard out of 10 for all his games at West Ham? 8.5, if we're not including 0.5s, 9. I think he's been brilliant. I think he's really, really useful. I just think he's really freaking good. It happens. Who's the man of match for me so far? Lingard probably, the assist and the goal, both brilliant. Both absolutely brilliant for me. I mean, like, you can't really get more than that. We just need to break these. We just need to break the pressure here. Foul somehow given against Jared Bowen there. Not entirely certain how. Arsenal take the free kick quickly. Odegaard plays Chambers. Second own goal of the game for West Ham United there. This time Craig Dawson, Callum Chambers does well once more to get into a good attacking position and just pile drive it across the box. We are not dealing well with those driven crosses whatsoever. It's a goal fest. It's 3-2 now to West Ham. A free kick given against us. I'm not entirely certain that was a free kick, if I'm being honest. Arsenal take the free kick against us. We haven't regained concentration. Ball's played across to Chambers. Cresswell doesn't come across to him. Again, that's an instruction from David Moyes to keep tight. He doesn't even attempt to go near to him. Driven brilliantly across the box by Callum Chambers, who again is making me eat my words. And Dawson. I mean, we're looking at a replay of the free kick there. Apparently, there was a foul in the build-up there. Not sure I saw it myself, but apparently there was. The score now. West Ham United 3. Arsenal 2. Arsenal 2. Bad decision from John Moss there. But we just didn't recover from it. Arsenal took it quickly and we just never regrouped. And David Moyes' tactics again of telling the fullbacks to stay as tight and as central as possible, although making sense in a lot of other things, means we're really giving up crosses. And Callum Chambers has figured out, like Tierney figured out, he's got the pace on Kufau. Callum Chambers has figured out if you just get the ball and drive it loud and ho across the box, which is what I've been saying for about a year. If you just drive the ball hard, low across the box, we can't deal with it, and we don't. Issues there. Don't want to blame Craig Dawson because I don't know really much more he could do there, but frustrating. 3-2 though. 3-2. Arsenal maintain the pressure right now. Tierney linking up well with Lacazette. Arsenal have committed so many people forward right now. Lacazette's flipping David Luiz is basically playing as an attacking midfielder at this point. Arsenal are really committing people forward here. They are gunning for it. Again, pun definitely not intended. They're really going for it here. In a frustrating way, because it's frustrating. What I'll say is, look, it's incredibly frustrating, the situation we're in right now. How do we solve this? I don't know. There's a temptation to go to 5 at the back, but I think that would potentially be the wrong thing to do. Because again, I think defense isn't the problem. It's transitioning from defense to attack. We're not. It's when we're holding them at bay, we need to find more consistent ways of getting it out. But we're not even lumping it consistently. We're just not really doing anything with it, and that's the bigger problem here. We aren't seeing ourselves. If we lumped it, that's fine. I don't want to see that, but as long as we're doing it to relieve the pressure, then it's not too bad. The problem is we're not doing that anywhere near consistently enough because we're just not getting the ball out. We're just sort of floundering right now. We need to find a way to consistently transition from defense to attack. Now, whether that's changing to the 5 or not, I don't know. I don't think so. My gut says no. Changing to the 5 is not really going to change our attacking fortunes, nor is it going to change our defensive fortunes, in my opinion. At this point, we need to, I mean, maybe it would. Maybe, having said that, actually, maybe you do change to 5 at the back, mainly because that gives the wing backs more space in those areas. Because the thing is, what we're seeing Callum Chambers here get forward into these areas, right, and then drive low, hard crosses into the box. Cresswell, by design, is being told by David Moyes to not come out, right? David Moyes wants his centre-backs to stay as close as his fullbacks, to stay as close to his centre-backs as possible. So by design, Cresswell is staying here. So if Chambers is getting forward into these positions and doing it, maybe if we change the 5 at the back, instead of us just conceding that space like we are doing at the moment. Good opportunity, Antonio. maybe if instead of conceding those opportunities, if we change to 5, the fullbacks, the wing backs in that scenario would be wider and be able to deal with stopping those crosses earlier on. It's not necessarily a bad shout. The problem is, who do you take off for it? The answer is probably Ben Rama. You probably take off Ben Rama, switch Bowen out to the left-hand side. You probably take off Ben Rama, switch Bowen out to the left-hand side and bring on Ryan Fredericks, I guess. Don't know how I feel about that, but there is an option. It's an option. But it's a corner for us right now. Good opportunity. In it comes. Played in, punched away by Leno. It's put into an okay area, but Leno comes and claims it, and now Arsenal can break. Aubameyang picks up. Bowen does well. But would that? I mean, that would changing to that 5, as I say, would help us to an extent, because it would mean we'd stop conceding that area in and around the edge of the box in this sort of corner flag-ish area where Callum Chambers is really causing us problems, just driving the ball across the box consistently. But would that change would that mean we can get on the counter attack more effectively? Probably not. And at that point, you're just trying to defend. You're not giving them. You're not converting that in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know if you do, mate. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place in which way I think we should go. What do you think? Is there something we should do right now? Tell me. Should we be changing it up right now? Let me know, chat. Let's use the hive mind of geniuses that is the West Ham Hammers chat watch along to figure out what is the way to go forward. What should we be doing? Nobody's going to come on. Noble. I love Antonio, but I don't think he's a natural born striker. Chippy, I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's a natural born footballer. But he's a natural born. He feels like a street footballer in that sense. Do you know what I mean? It's a good opportunity. Aubameyang pulls it back. Can't do much. Odegaard's there. Blocked. Headed away. Cleared. Looking for Antonio. Can't get there. Lingard can't get there either. John Moss doesn't pull it up. West Ham are angry. David Moyes is fuming. I don't usually get offended by refs, and even I'm starting to get annoyed by this. Ross Boss has said Noble is coming on. I mean, it's a decision. It's a decision. I feel like just what Ross said has been a goal for who. I know. It's all I want. It's all I need. It just drives me. Weekends. Drives me. I'm interested to see who Noble comes on for. Because honestly, I don't see how him coming on is going to affect the game in a positive way. We'll see. I can't tell. We need pace, not Noble. What is the match time? It's 68 minutes currently, 69th minute. We need to attack, not Noble. Noble disrupts Rice and Souček. Absolute joke. We'll get a pen. Noble takes it, win the game for West Ham. You heard it here first. Michael, I love your optimism, Michael. I love your optimism. I cannot see how Noble coming on affects us positively here. Have faith in Moyes and all that nonsense, but I can't see how it happens. Again, I don't usually get frustrated by referees. I can't lie. I'm tend to be very calm, but John Moss can actually get in the bin. like I'm the calmest man in the world when it comes to refs. I usually don't even mention them because I don't see the point. At the same time, you see John Moss. He can get in the bin. He can get in the bin. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. You know, he can get in the bin. If we fight everything, yeah, Noble, not now. Now, seriously. And this is coming from Noble's number one biggest fan. It's like me admitting Hugo is not that good. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. I just can't figure out why. Who's Mark Noble's going to come on for or why? Just Lingard does well. Pass just slightly behind Mikel Antonio there. Arsenal can counter. Again, Arsenal, when we actually get forward, Arsenal are at a stage where they know they have to get into this game, right? So they are going for it. They are gunning for it. They are putting an almighty amount of people forward. When they step to us, they really do step to us. It's quite concerning. It's not concerning to watch because when we actually break, there's so much. So they are at 6s and 7s, and we can make something out of this game, which again surprised me as to why Mark Noble would come on, because that's just going to slow everything down. Who's he going to come on for? There's no one on that pitch Mark Noble can come on for that will make it more effective. I am more than happy to eat my own words. I want to eat my own words. At the end of this game, I want to think Mark Noble coming on was a masterstroke. Moisey is a genius. But at this point, who? For who? For who? If Noble comes on and fails, then you have to allow us all to spend a week with you in Florida and pay for a Disney World. Who said this? Was it? Mate, bold by Jeffrey. Bold. Noble on for Lacazette. Christopher, I would love it. I would love it. I mean, look, if it works, it works. I wouldn't be against it. But rules are there to be broken, you know? We aren't making the right passes to create the breaks. We're stretched now. In that first half, we weren't stretched at all. Going forward, we were much, much better. We were never. There was no stretch to our game. When we were pinging it, there was still people in around it. It was nice short passing. Now we can't make passes to save our life. So Russ has confirmed it's for Bowen, unless Noble is sat back down and someone else has come off. Bowen is the sub. So we've changed to a 4-3-3. Lingard on one side, Benrahma on the other with Antonio up front. It's a choice. It's a weird as frick choice. David, please. You never get 100% what you want with David. Do you know what I mean? You get the starting lineup you want, but the substitutions are fucking wild. Or you get substitutions that work, or the starting lineup stupidity. It is what it is. Emile Smith-Rowe looks like he's coming on for Arsenal as well at the same time. Saka off and Emile Smith-Rowe on as Jared Bowen comes on. We're just going to allow him to attack now. For me, that means Odegaard has a free hit. Yep, a little bit. I think the commentator just said, America, explain. How is this one Kansas, but this one not Arkansas? David Moyes, explain. At the same time, Emile Smith-Rowe coming on for Xhaka. Did the commentator just say that they were thinking about taking off Benrahma at first, which again, still, although making slightly more sense than Bowen, still makes, and I'm going to say this, 0 sense. Please prove me wrong. Pepe has also come on for Saka. I'm now terrified. Can we all say a little prayer for Aaron Creswell's wife? Because it's not going to end well for him. Saka is off, Pepe is on. Bad times. That should have been 4. I don't even know fully what happened. It just should have been no, right? Like I look down and all of a sudden we're just trying to smack the ball into an empty net. It's not happening. What accent was it? It's a vine. It's a good vine. And the woman's like, America, explain, it's a grapevine. Accent, don't know. But yeah, Charlie or internet. Yeah, I just saw the icon come up. Sorry. I share the internet with more people than I want. For Christ's sake. Can we see a replay here? Right. So Lingard in, Benrahma was there again. Leno comes out. And Chambers clears it away. I tell you what. Callum Chambers is having a great game. Callum Chambers is having a great game. I don't know about the first half defensively. I wasn't really thinking about him too much because we were just bantering him off. But since the third goal's gone in, Callum Chambers has had a very good game. He's had a very good game. Ben Rama powers through, plays it across. Post! Antonio, please, my G. You see the net? Put it in it. How? Ben Rama does do brilliantly there, and that's probably why he stays on. He does it absolutely fantastically there. Drives it across the box, and Mikel Antonio at full stretch. To be fair to him, I don't know what more he can do because realistically, he's at full stretch. He just gets a touch on it. But at the same time, just get a touch, Mikel. Just in the net. Just put it in the bread basket, in the onion bag. Just put it in. Do you know what I mean? Just put it in. Why? I know. I'm struggling not to. I try not to, Duvet. Like, I try not to on shows because it does affect the YouTube stuff in a negative sense. So I try not to. At the same time, for frick's sake, just put the freaking ball into the freaking net. Do you know what I mean? Dosh to dosh, you know? For sheesh sake. Ryan Fredericks poised to come on. Russ Boss is saying for Benny. Ben Rama does something and then instantly they take him off. Interesting. He's determined to lose this game. Look, at least with Fredericks coming on, you can see the defensive impact it's going to make. Noble, whatever, but at least with Fredericks, you can see the impact. You can. And actually, I said that Fredericks has been playing well offensively when he has actually played recently as well. So, fair. Say fair, like I've said, yeah, I probably should, shouldn't I probably should. Arsenal in and around the box. They tried to be a little bit too fancy there, and we just sort of clear it. I tell you what, this is so much worse than it need be. We do not need to be this in trouble. We just don't need to. What a game though. By the way, for the flipping spec, for the what you would call it, for the neutral. What a game! But this game does not need to be as stretched and as stressed as it needs to be right now. So Ryan Fredericks coming back for his first appearance for a while. We've got 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. As Jez says, 10-minute warning. We're 3-2 up. Thank you, Natural. That's high I get. Well, I mean, everyone else would enjoy it. Match of the day would be a banger. You know, it's what it is. Get a beer if it makes me feel better. I just don't drink, my G, so I'm just going to keep downing water. It sort of makes my insides cold. What a weird thing to say that is. The Lord has blessed us on this day. As Jesse Lingard wobbles his way into the box, tries to do something, he's trying to find anything, but there's no one giving him any support because Mark Noble's there. Good times. Chambers coming off is probably low-key a good thing for us. I mean, it depends who for at the same time. James is saying Martinelli, so they are going full force for it, Arsenal. Don't see quite how they're going to figure that out. I mean, they're just basically launching every attacking player they have at us right now. But to be honest with you, taking off Chambers makes me a little bit calmer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. How would Martinelli work? Don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess they changed to 3 at the back. Tierney would be a centre back, and then you just don't have wing backs. You just have mad amounts of attacking players. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Martinelli's just come on now for Aubameyang. Aubameyang off, Martinelli on. I mean, Aubameyang, I can't say he's done much in this game. I can't lie to you. He has existed, but he's not really done anything of note. So we'll see. I've seen the chat. I've seen the chat before it's happened on my screen. Let's find out how it happens. Play down the line. Pepe takes it past Cresswell. It's easy, innit? It's a bit easy, innit? It's 3-3. It's 3-3. Can you spell Tottenham Hotspur? I can. It's Moyes. It's Moyes. It's West Ham United 3, Arsenal 3. Played, let's have a look. So they played it straight through the middle of the line where Mark Noble was meant to be to shore up our defense. That's sure. That makes sense. Pepe beats Cresswell, plays it into the box. And Lacazette gets his head on it. Lacazette, who finds himself perfectly in the position between Kufau and Dawson. Again, what David Moyes' tactics are meant to prevent. And it's 3-3. Can you spell Spurs? Moyes. 3-3. And you have to say at this point, if one of those teams is going to score a winner, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. It's good to see you, Glenn. Just fam. Right, we'll see what happens. We've got, how much left have we got this game? We've got Pepe again, stopping it. We are now 7 minutes plus stoppage time left remaining of the game. We need to regroup because right now, days like this, the swear words come out significantly. I don't really give a shit, Alan. I don't care. Who cares? It's not that deep. What are they going to do? Cut me to say, oh, we couldn't win. Oh, no. Who cares? Who cares? I come and I embarrass myself for 3 hours every week anyway on this nonsense. Do you think I'm fast? If anything, just make sure to follow me on Twitter at @ATopLad. Cheers. Man, frustrating. So frustrating. Like my G. David, the fuck are you doing, bruv? Seriously. What kind of idiot decisions are you making, you stupid fool? What are you doing? My God. My God. Just think it through. Just think it through. We've bottled this horrendously. This is what Arsenal, even when we've attacked in this, right? Arsenal, even when we've attacked in this half, have struggled. They've looked at 6s and 7s and they've put everything into getting back into this game. They've basically committed every single player they have. Declan Rice going forward with one of the only attacks we've had in this half. Just like legit, right? Legit. Let's talk about this, right? Even when we've attacked in this half, Arsenal have been at 6s and 7s. Arsenal haven't known Arsenal haven't known what to do. Right? They've been all over the shop. When we've attacked, they've not looked like they've known what to do at all. Somehow, David's looked at this and gone, do you know what we should do? Let's bring on Mark Noble. Why? I don't know. Let's just bring him on for the bants. Fool. Like, my Lord, Jesus Christ. We're not getting Europe. There's zero chance of us getting Europe now. It's done. I'm calling it now. Europe's done for us. At best, Conference League, and that's if City win the League Cup. Like, my God, it's just piss. It's just piss. Arsenal, as I said in the first half, Arsenal have levels to step up here, right? They just do. Arsenal can step it up a gear and then show a bit more than they showed in that first half. That was clear as day, right? But what we've done is we've looked at it and gone, you see that level you want to step up? How do you want to step up? No, you idiots. You go for it. You don't just let them have it. You don't just go, do you know what? Just you do whatever you want to do. No. In what world was bringing on Mark Noble a good idea? I love Mark Noble. I wouldn't have even been against bringing him on in any context. But what were you thinking? You take off Jared Bowen, who finally scored a goal and was finally looking sharp for the first time in a month. And you go, nope, Noble, bang. Pardon? We were conceding down the wider areas. We were conceding all the time down the wings were our biggest problem. That's where our biggest problem was. So what in what world was bringing on Mark Noble in the centre going to stop that? In what world? I know you don't have a lot of options. I know that. But Fredericks to start with was a better fucking idea than that. What kind of stupid... David Moyes is a bottle job. He's a fucking bottle job, bro. He's an idiot. He's an actual idiot. That's all my swear words that I'm allowed done. We back. I do enjoy a good Jamie Carragher. Oh, do you know what I mean? 2.5 minutes to go. The worst thing is either team could still score here. Either team could still score here. Like, one or the other could happen. We've got 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Either team could score. I'd fucking thank you. I appreciate it. Just make sure, just hear that. Make sure, and if we keep telling ourselves that, then we can't get in trouble for it. Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio picks up a yellow card for maybe the dumbest tackle I've seen all day. Like, just okay. Pepe wins a free kick for Aaron Cresswell. And in other news, the moon follows the sun. Yellow card there. John Moss has waved Aaron Cresswell, who's now picked up. Well, again, I hate to say that Pepe is better than Saka against Cresswell, like I have been doing the entire time, but there we go. 1 + 1 = 2. Odegaard stands over the free kick. He's been decent on the free kicks, to be fair today. How long left, says Jack Porter? 1 minute plus stoppage time. Odegaard plays it in. It's a good ball. Over the top for David Luiz. Can't get his head on it. It goes out very easily for a West Ham goal kick. Fabianski went and touched him. David Luiz complained about something. Not sure what, but he did. So we're about to find out how much stoppage time is remaining. I'm seeing in the chat it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 3 stoppage time. Tuna Fish, good to see you. Good to see you. He's playing blues tonight with a pain in my heart. I know, right? I know. Very true, Major. Very true. I probably would have quite happily taken it, but at this point. Remember, there will be a review full time. Geo Gonzo will be live giving their thoughts on the half. We live giving their thoughts on half. I won't be watching it, but I would encourage you to, because I think it will be a banger. He won't get sacked because he's done incredible things this season, but Jesus Christ. Of course you can. Jesus Christ. Free kick inside our own area. Big punt into the box. Ideal at this point. Eddie, thank you very much for watching, my friend. Appreciate you coming along. Don't remind me, Elbow. Don't remind me. It's a good point. We are still fifth in the table. It's these kind of draws and dropped points that will mean we will stay outside of any European football. Unfortunately, these kind of missed opportunities you can't take if you're trying to chase European football. You just can't be doing this. But fifth is still good, but I don't really care because David Moyes is a fucking clown. Right. Lacazette gets a yellow card now for, again, what can be described as a Mikel Antonio-esque challenge on Ryan Fredericks. Professional foul there. You respect it. You see it. You've just got to thank it. You know what I mean? You just got to thank the man for doing what was needed. Bringing on a legend. What a game, says Glenn. I mean, for the neutral as well. And for the basically, for anyone who's not a West Ham fan, what a game. 3-3, flipping Arsenal coming back from 3-0 down. I mean, it's not quite the Spurs comeback, but it's flipping close. I'll tell you that much for a fact. Arsenal have done us in the second half completely and utterly. David Moyes has also done us, but I mean, Arsenal have done their bits. Good luck with your post-match review. Enjoy it. If you want to watch that, Rebecca's amazing post-match reviews, Hammers Chat Forum channel, check it out. It'll be up relatively soon. Watch it because I guarantee it'll be good. Yeah, Callum Chambers has been given a man of the match, which is fair enough. I actually agree. I think post the third goal, our third goal, it has been definitely Callum Chambers' game. He's been very good defensively and offensively. And as the ref blows the full-time whistle, I ask you very quickly before the full-time review is live, who was your man of the match? Let's decide who the Hammers Chat watch-along man of the match was today. Don't know how you would even begin to pick that right now, but let me know. As I shut down Now TV and never open it again. Moyes. I would say it was a total disaster, but it feels like a loss. I think that's a fair point. Ref, European football dream is over. Man of the match, Noble. Man of the match, me. Me. You're right. Jared Bowen, the ball. Man of the match, Noble. I think man was Jay Lings, probably Lingard. Great game for the neutral. Yeah, I mean, it was. Let's be real about it. It was a great game for the neutral. Interesting. Was this a FIFA match? It felt a little bit like it at times. There was lots of fouls in lots of places that the referee just decided was what it was. Noble was my man of the match. Could have been worse. I mean, you raise a good point. It could have been worse. You ask the questions. Man of the match. Man of the match was Chambers. Yeah, I thought man of the match. After you conceded your third, Chambers was a banger post that. You got to admit. Proved me wrong because I think he's fucking shy, but yeah, somehow he managed to do it. John Moss, worst referee in the league. Review ready, mate. Well, there you go. The review is ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'll post the link now. Here you go, everyone. Enjoy the review. It'll be Geo and Gonzo live over there doing their ting. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you all well. Thank you very much for coming. Remember, we will be live every single We're live every single game. Make sure to come. If you're new around here, subscribe. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Go watch the review. Go listen to people who are smarter than me talking about it. But enjoy your game. See you later, everyone. Bye. I'm just going to keep waving. That's off on a thing. There it is. Bye.